Welcome to 7SD Carpathian Adventure. Travel back 700 years to the early 1300s. Castles like this dot the countryside. The Hungarian Empire, or Carpathian Empire, is at its zenith. The nascent Ottomans are on the rise, but neither Holy nor Roman nor an empire, Holy Roman Empire, battles within. England and France fight one another. As the Templars recede into history, the Teutons are on the rise. Welcome to the Carpathian Adventure. This was a great hall. There would have been a roaring fire. It would have been adorned with Gothic windows. This might be where our adventuring party might gather. Let's meet them.
From the kingdom of Aragon, I am Zyman Val. I ventured forth with few possessions and little coin, save an ancient tomb I searched to decipher. But I've struggled to find clues, and at times, food. While freezing in the Alps, fate crossed my path with a shining knight and the champions of the sun. Having aided me in a desperate time, they have earned my service and my friendship. Now, using my wizardry, I fight by their side.
I am Balder, a Norseman, a soldier, and an eldritch knight. I left my home to leave politics behind, only to be dogged by it across Europe. I first met the Champions of the Sun outside a small town in Hungary. Together, we battled Ottoman raiders and vampires. The Champions gave me purpose again, and where it takes me, I know not, but I know I want to be a part of it.
I am Mikolash, a monk from Romania, and sometimes too curious for my own good. My scars tell only part of the tale. Having witnessed cannibalism in my village, as a child I fled, never to return. On my own, I stole from others to survive. A monk caught me and offered me a better way, but I abused their kindness. Now I walk alongside the champions of the sun. Will they be my own undoing? Or have I finally found the path I was meant for?
I am Borinth, the cave bear. I come from a tribe of barbarians that once lived in the mountains of the Badenweiler. While on my sacred spirit quest, my tribe and family were attacked with none left alive. I now seek the power to avenge my people. With my rage, I grow stronger. And with the champions of the sun, I seek a path to restore and preserve my people's culture and rid this world of any evil that stands in my way.
I am Matthias, of the House of Bathory, Knight Baron of Carpathia. With my traveling companion, Ambria, I was dragged into a whirlwind path by a rogue monk. But those I have met since then have earned my respect. And, more importantly, my trust.
Welcome to the Carpathian Adventure. Hello, welcome, I'm Tom. Thank you for joining us. We're a group of gamers who get together in real life to play Dungeons and Dragons. Some of us are military, others in construction, still others retail managers, a few are parents, students, etc. So we do this strictly for fun. We hope you enjoy it nonetheless. There were quite a few thank yous in our open, except one, you. We'd like to thank you, our Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter followers, as well as our YouTube subscribers. Thank you for joining us. If you have not already, please follow on Twitch, please like on YouTube and Facebook, and of course, please subscribe on YouTube. At last check, I think we're up to like 380 some odd subscribers on YouTube, and
1
I
million,
think
here we
like
go.
400. What was it?
Said 1 million.
1 million. Nope. Nope. I don't think it's going to happen. Not 1 million, says Ryan from the sidelines. And 420 some odd followers on Facebook. To all of you, we appreciate it. If during the stream you follow on Twitch, or if you subscribe on YouTube, your username will pop up on the screen. Some of us are watching Twitch. I don't have it up right at the moment, but I will very shortly. Please feel free to comment or ask questions. While live, we will endeavor to interact if the opportunity presents itself. To all of our subscribers, again, thank you. What's going on in the campaign? The party is building strength and gathering allies to defeat a powerful vampire named Bayuk Osman Ghazi. In their effort to do so, they are collecting parts to create a powerful magical weapon. Their quest led them to Schloss Kaiberg. A series of battles and a siege later, they acquired the Heilige Lanza, or the Lancehead from the Spear of Destiny. The DM believes they are now in search of at least 2 other parts and perhaps a staff and a power source, and maybe something that binds it all together. Okay, so the important bits first. Even some of the party members who are challenged to remember what happened last week, as well as Tom, the DM. The party started the last session in the Weinhaus Blom Inn in the city of Mainz. They purchased wagons and teams to pull those wagons to return the villagers to the Badenweiler. Simon woke as one of his alter egos, John. An extensive conversation took place between John and the party. The party inquired about a Roman general named Drusus. The barkeep recommended that they speak with a wiry scholar named Bartiche. They found a gloomy baker, then found Bartiche in a squalid little apartment above with 15 plus cats. Bartiche and Drusus said Drusus was a demon with horns as tall as the cathedral spires. Though he was clearly a bit nuts, Bartiche coherently told them the ice cloud has been on the lake for 32 years, 7 months, and 8 days. He also told them that there is a statue of Drusus as a centurion atop a large monument in the middle of the lake, albeit obscured by the ice fog. Bartiche had a rare copy of a book commonly known as The 12 Caesars, written by Gaius Suetonius Tranquillus. He told them that according to the book, Mainz was once a Roman base for their invasions of Germania. He added that Drusus was the son of Livia Drusilla, the legal stepson of her second husband, the Emperor Augustus. He was also the brother of Emperor Tiberius, father to both the Emperor Claudius and General Germanicus. You getting all of that? And paternal grandfather of the Emperor Caligula, and maternal great-grandfather of the Emperor Nero. Okay, there's an ancestry tree to weave. In his time, Drusus fought many battles, including those against Germanic tribes. Bartiche added that in life, Drusus was revered as a god. As blood to the Caesars, many believed he was, in fact, a god. When he died 1,306 years ago after a fall from his horse, ironically akin to Barbarossa's fall from his horse, his legionnaires so worshipped him that they built the Drususstein, a giant monument with a statue of Drusus as a centurion. Bartiche added that 32 years ago, scholars were investigating the monument. They discovered markings on it that they were trying to read. While the scholars were working, the water around the monument started to rise and the ice formed. Those that could get away did get away. Leaving Bartiche, the party set Sigismund the Legless, former Templar knight, and the Badenweiler villagers on the road to the Badenweiler. En route to the Mainz Cathedral, Borinth and Simon had an in-depth conversation regarding John's relationship with the tome Simon carries. Entering the cathedral, they explored the accessible portions of a crypt carved from the sandstone under the structure. At the end of one of the tunnels, they found an ancient Roman painting to include a couple over a black object on legs. The person on the left side appeared to be a man motioning toward the object and turning away. The person on the right side appeared to be a woman with her hands raised. Mikolash touched the painting of the black object, listened, and heard something guttural beckoning him. Borinth cast divine sense and distinctly sensed evil and undead on the other side of the wall. Departing the crypts for the time being, the party went to a different tavern, stayed for a week, and completed a long rest. The party then returned to the cathedral and met with the bishop. They appealed to him for permission to investigate the area beyond the Roman painted wall. Bishop Frederick agreed to let the party take down the wall and explore farther for a, quote, mediocre, unquote, contribution of 250 gold and any items found within. In the cathedral, in the city of Mainz, we rejoin the party. Welcome back, guys.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. Huzzah, welcome back. You guys are in the cathedral. What are you doing?
I don't think we have to do anything in the cathedral. We can just kind of head down, right?
Well, we would like to look toward the wall on the far side, on the left. That's where Borinth saw those, or he sensed those creatures. On the other side,
with the image and everything.
Mm-hmm. We could check the other side. We don't know what's on the other side.
There was two
There
paths.
were two paths,
That's right.
correct. Mm-hmm. Why don't we explore one of the two?
That might be the prudent thing to do.
Okay, so which side do you go down?
The side we did not go down before.
Okay,
which
the
side?
long side? Okay.
I suppose.
You venture down the steps. You get to the alcove area where you went down before. There are two torches, or one Borinth took, I believe. You might still, I don't know if you returned it or not. Either way, you either have a torch or there's, or maybe it was replaced. We'll just say that there are two torches there for now. Mm-hmm. And you, at the base of the stairs, you turn right to go down the one long corridor that you did not go down. It's a long, dark corridor. Bear with me.
This corridor is very long and dark. It disturbs me greatly. I can't tell if it's in my head, but my helmet feels oddly too.
Where the hell are we? Okay. We're inside the church. Under the church. The catacombs. Yeah.
Along the floor and ceiling are grave markers. Interspaced on either side are rows and stacks of niches. They look something like this. Inside each of the niches is either a skeleton, a body covered with a sheet, or a casket. You can hear some of what might be louder sounds from above, but otherwise it's very, very quiet down here. The air smells not offensive, but clearly of decay. And with a great deal of stone above the crypts, the temperature has dropped slightly. You explore all the way down. You can see that it goes pretty darn far.
Do you want to go first?
Sure.
You guys are
I feel
using...
like I just woke up.
You grab the torches, or you have your own torches.
Yeah, I'll cast light on my shield.
Okay. Refresh my memory. 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim.
30-60?
I'm sorry?
30-60?
30-60? Okay.
Maybe.
I think it's 30-60.
2020.
2020? Okay. 2020. You venture down the hall, the long hall. You don't need, unless you want to move them. You venture down the long hall, and this is basically what you see on either side, venturing all the way down the entire length of it.
Any loose gold lying around?
You don't...
Inside the chambers?
You poke around. Roll me an investigation check with disadvantage.
Should we be desecrating? Fine. Why not?
What are you poking around these bodies for?
Let them have his fun.
I'm just looking. You never know.
They're not using it, right?
15?
Right?
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
7.
7. You walk by one of the niches and you see a body covered with a sheet, and you just kind of like reach your hand in, and and like feel around, and you think you feel something, and then you're like, ugh, and then you pull your hand back. You're like, I thought he was completely decayed. Never.
That one wasn't a skeleton.
Little mushy.
What was it? I don't like that.
I think this corridor might just be a crypt.
All right, we'll go the other way.
Are you getting scared?
No.
Okay.
Are you sure?
No.
You look a little scared.
You're the one poking the bodies.
Well, you never know. I guess we'll go the other way.
Okay, you go back up the stairs to the mid-level platform there, and then you pass the stairs that come down on the one side, come down in the center. The choir is rehearsing upstairs, and what did you call it?
I said this has to be the right way.
Yeah, the way the music comes in. Yeah.
Every turn. Do we go left or right? It's right.
You go down the next set of steps, and again, on either side, it's interspersed with a bunch of niches that just continue down the length of the walls until you come to the point where you did at the end of the, end of the last session.
Are we interested in trying to figure out what this means, or do we just want to bash it in?
So what happened? What's in front of us?
So there's the mural that Tom described in the opener, with the black object with like 4 legs, and the guy being like this, and the lady like. Ah. But we don't exactly know what it means.
Oh, it's just a wall.
What?
Yeah, it's like a walled off. Like the corridor is like walled off, and it definitely has old Roman art style to it. So it's been here for a long time, at least.
I mean, would anyone be mad if we broke it?
No, we got permission to break it.
Yes, we paid for it. We paid for the right to break it. I did.
So there is the painting on the wall at the end of the hallway. So you are right at the end of the hallway there, closest to me at this point.
So there's just a wall there.
But
And
the
it
wall
doesn't look like it's the original wall.
So you walk along, and again, just like the other corridor, along the floor and ceiling, there are grave markers as you continue down this corridor. Interspaced on either side, there are rows and stacks of these niches that you see. Inside each, again, a skeleton, a body covered with a sheet or a casket. And you can hear the sounds of the choir from above, but otherwise, again, very, very quiet. You come to the end of the hallway, and this hallway is shorter and ends at the wall that is clearly different from the surrounding walls. Where the other walls appear as though they were carved out of the sandstone, this wall clearly was built here. And it's a slightly different material, but it's also very, 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 very old.
Okay.
I put my hand on the wall before, and I heard voices beckoning us. Not friendly.
Oh, we're right.
Just so you're aware.
Now I really want to break this wall down.
Maybe I should at least take the
Only
time
just
to
now.
detect magic on it first, right?
Go ahead.
I'll take the time.
No one else was getting the ominous feeling from this entire situation.
Oh,
I'll just be here with my hammer when you're ready.
hairs on the back of my neck all the time.
I'll cast
At least someone
detect
here
magic
is
as a
sane,
ritual.
Besides me. I am glad for this. I am very glad.
I don't want to admit it, because then it means I have to admit I'm very afraid, and that makes me nervous.
Do not worry. I will not tease you too badly if you happen to loosen your bowels by accident.
Oh, I will definitely disappear from any teasing. As soon as it happens, I will disappear. You will not even hear me.
Misty step.
I will be out of combat so quickly.
You detect magic on it, and it glows ever so slightly. It's not very, very strong, and it's very hard to determine what exactly type of magic it is. You sense that it's a barrier of some sort, though.
I don't think it'll hurt you, but it may be tough to get through.
Should I punch it? I punched the storm once. I could probably punch this.
Do you three sort it out amongst yourselves how you wish to take down the wall?
And you don't think the art represents anything of significance?
I mean, it could. I do not know what it means. I could take the time to ask Hallen. He might know. He's very wise.
Would he come forward, or do you just talk to him inside?
I can let him come forward. If I know he wants to talk to you too, but you guys connected. While I was asleep. But
I don't want to make it weird because I like you, Simon. I met you first.
whatever, that's okay. Just give me a couple minutes. I'll kind of go down the hallway a little and sit with the book for a while and try to connect with Hallen. And come back when I'm done. All right, he's with me now. Let's take a look at it. Walk up to the painting, and I will start examining it with Hallen in my mind and see if it rings any bells to him. He's been around a lot longer than anybody else. So.
Hallen takes it all in. Roll an investigation or a history check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Hallen takes it all. He knows what you probably already surmise, that it's probably at least 1,000 years old. It might not be quite 1,300 years old, but it's probably at least 1,000 years old. And you suspect that it's a Roman couple, and it almost looks like he thinks they're referencing the Eucharist in terms of acknowledging that this is the Eucharist and paying homage to it. But at the same time, the characters, their expressions seem to be saying something else.
Yeah. Okay. I'll reiterate all that to everybody. It's not much to go on, but well, it is old. It's a shame to destroy it, but I don't see much other way past it.
All right, we'll stand back. And
Yeah.
if everyone doesn't object, I will take a big swing at it, see what happens.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'll stand like 30 feet
Just
back.
roll to hit. Just don't roll a 1.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. You just take a big step back and you slam your hammer into it. And it just sort of crumbles as your hammer blasts through a large section of it. And you can see darkness on the other side, and it starts to crumble. You probably have an opening now, probably about 1.5 feet by, I don't know, as your hammer comes down through it and drags back through, and you pull it towards yourself, probably about 2.5 feet high. By about it. So you have this large,
Simon, you see anything in there? You still detecting magic?
Yeah. Look through the opening. Grab a stone and cast light on it and hold it out in front of me, like into the
Chuck it in
darkness. See if I see anything.
going up to the opening. You put your head near it and you stick the light through. You shine the light through, and it is.
Your hand comes clean off.
You see. Why don't you go ahead and move your figures up, please?
Probably
Whoa.
about it, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. There's about 20
What
feet.
is that?
You want to be
Are those bones? Or
Opening the wall. It is
okay.
complete darkness beyond. You can hear the sound of water dripping, and the crunching sound could be heard beyond. The crunching sound, it's kind of like the sound of some things walking on a thick bed of roasted peanut shells. The air is stale and it smells earthy and decay. You glance down as you look inside, and you can just see what looks like a bed of skeletons just going off into the darkness. And based upon where you're standing, and if the floor were at the same level on the other side of the what's left of this wall, it's a pretty thick bed of skeletons.
Looks good.
Yeah? What do you see?
Lots of bones, and I hear something beyond. Stepping on the bones, I think.
Oh.
Oh, well,
Seems okay.
maybe a caretaker?
Perhaps.
Should we call out? See if there's anyone home?
Well, they know we're
Do you
home
honestly
now.
think that there's anyone here? Let us be clear. Do you think that anyone lives in this place?
He said he heard someone.
I said I heard something.
So something lives here.
I don't like the way you're phrasing that.
And I'll just take another big swing at the wall.
You lean back and you take another bash, kind of going alongside the first one that you did, and just seeing how thin the wall relatively is. You let it go all the way down through and you pull back. And it's wide enough now. It's probably about 3 feet wide by about 4 feet high, with maybe 1.5 to 2 feet off the ground. You look inside, and now you can see just on the other side of the wall, just the bed of skeletons, just from his light. And it's probably at least 2 to sometimes 3 feet thick, and just kind of wave of them, if you will.
And they look human?
Yes, the skeletons look like they're humans.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
they were humans. I guess they're still technically humans, right?
And the people upstairs have no idea what's behind this wall?
So they say.
Yeah. They claimed.
I mean, like you said, it hasn't been broken down in a long, long time, but
Yeah.
what the hell kind of plague were they fighting off back then?
Our hope is that this will somehow lead us out to the statue in the lake, to the monument, by leading us under, perhaps. But we are not sure. It's a chance.
All right, let's
But
go.
this seemed like a safer, and probably doesn't seem that way anymore, but this seemed safer than going across the ice with those things that were under the ice
Oh, yeah.
and everything. And we decided this way was the safer way. It seems much safer. Everything's already dead.
Yes, things don't ever reanimate
right?
in this life.
It's all dead.
You know what? They probably just ran out of crypt space and started just piling up.
Just hucking them.
I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, maybe there's a hole above, and they're
You
just
know,
dropping.
That's probably what it is.
We're getting really worried about nothing.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I feel a lot better about this. I completely forgot about the thing crushing bones before.
We're all just shaking in our armor, like convincing each other. I'm sure it's fine. Sure.
Totally fine.
So you reach through and you who goes first?
I'll climb in there.
Okay, Balder
I
reaches
assume
through,
I make a ton of noise.
stomps through, and as your feet like sink into this bed of bones, they literally crumble underneath and crack and splinter underneath your feet. And the bones crumble, and as they do, they start to kick up a thick layer of bone dust.
There is a positive. There's some gold in here.
I can
There's
see
some
it
gold on the
shining.
ground.
You look around, and occasionally you do see little pieces of gold and little like trinkets and baubles that might have been buried with someone.
If they're easy to grab, I'll pick
You
some up.
reach down and
I'm not going to be digging through a sea of bones or
Are we
anything.
sure
But
that's mine?
No.
what kind of coins are they?
they're old, very, very old coins. You take the time to look at it, you put it out in front of your shield, and you think that it's gold, but it might be like a Roman coin. You reach down
more
and you
valuable.
find like a goblet there, and you can pick it up, and it's obviously very, very old, but it does have some gold trim to it, and it has some value to it.
Do we see armor or weapons of any sort among the scattered remains?
Occasionally, but it's almost like they're ornamental, as if they were buried with somebody.
Okay.
You don't see as if they're like
Yeah.
warriors or anything like that. It's something that a keepsake that somebody might have been buried with a sword to, and it might be a legit occasionally, but most of them are very, very old and well, all of them are very, very old and not necessarily in a state of that would necessarily like as if it just like suddenly appeared here last week or something like that. Make sense? Yeah. You continue to wade through. You wade through inside the wall, and as you all go through single file. Yeah. What's like the marching order, if you will?
I'll be in first.
Obviously, Balder's in first.
Already picking up gold coins.
Picking up, and you see lots of them. And you occasionally you step
these could
on
be valuable to a collector.
And it is difficult terrain as you're wading through this, and the dust is just kicking up around you guys. Matthias, you're behind Balder, and then Mikolash, and then Simon in the rear. You cover your mouth. Balder's covered his mouth from the dust. Is anyone else doing anything?
Yeah, I guess I'll kind of pull my cloak around.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm wearing a helmet, so maybe I stepped the cloth inside my visor.
You've made the first.
That's one of those N95 visors, man. It's keep you safe.
You continue to wade forward through the dust, the crumbling bones, and the dust. You can tell in the stale air this stuff hangs in the air, and there's like little bits and pieces of bone that kind of you can feel it getting on your cloth as you're trying to breathe in, and the cloth is getting soaked in front of your mouth. Everybody roll a con save, please. Oh boy. With advantage because you're covering your mouths.
27.
Ooh, wow.
I rolled a 19.
There you go.
Hey, I got a 26.
17.
Taking the resilient feat for
A 12.
Constitution is the best.
A 12. Okay. Everybody's like gagging on all of this crap. I mean, the cloth is protecting you. Everybody who Simon, Balder, and Mikolash, you guys each take 4 points of poison damage just from the crap getting in your nose. Matthias, you take 7 points of poison damage from all of this crap in there.
Can we take care to just go slower?
Yes, you can absolutely try to go slower.
Keep the dust down?
You're trying to go much slower as you're crunching through this.
We like shuffle our feet?
And as you shuffle, you can feel...
Slowly shuffling, so we're not crushing everything.
Just kind of shifting it.
Otherwise, we're all going to suffocate down here.
Oh, yeah, because we're crushing the bones, not the two guys in the full plate armor.
He's over there making snowy.
Yeah.
How much of our hit points we got back?
You are
Everything.
at 100%. And you have half of your hit die. And you have all of your, what are they called? Battle dice or superiority dice. Yeah. You have all of your key. You've got all of your spells. Yeah. You have all of your spells. Yeah. So anything that resets on a long rest, the only thing you don't have is you only get half of your hit dice back, whatever you expended. I think you pretty much expended them all, but that's up to you.
We burned them all.
You had one.
You had one.
Yeah. So I'm back to 5.
Okay.
I kind of had to avoid being an utter piece of wet paper.
Understood. You are moving slower as you continue through this, and the bones, you're kind of shuffling your feet in an effort to keep the dust down, and as you do so, it's just this crunching sound underneath. As the bones, they're just so brittle and so old that they're like disintegrating, and it's creating this eerie fog-like effect with the light from your shield and the light from your, what are you using?
I just have a stone.
You have a stone in one hand, and are you using anything for light at this point? No, you're kind of going off of theirs. And Matthias, do you have any kind of light source in your hands or otherwise? No, you're kind of going off of there. So it's kind of this eerie effect between you're illuminated from behind from behind by Simon, and in the front you see the light going forward off of Baldur's shield. And then the same thing with you, Mattias. And you continue forward near the end of the remnants of where the crypt should end. All of a sudden, you see there's a... I'm going to take this off of here. Hopefully not knock everything over.
Careful.
Okay.
What is it?
It's a bone golem. That's a bone, mama. Damn, what were they
Near
doing
the
back?
end of the remnants of a crypt, there's... As you guys continue to move forward and you wade through all of this toward the end of it, and I'd say you're about 20 feet from it right there. 20 feet. Near the end, you start to see, that, for want of a better word, a room of some sort coming into view. And you hear this loud scratching and crackling of sounds like creatures beyond. Again, that sound of like something walking on roasted peanuts. The sound increases, and then at the 20 foot dim distance, something emerges from the darkness. Roll initiative.
Dun, dun, dun. A 7.
A 7. The bad guys have
Can you hear
a
me?
Yes.
13.
Now you're
20.
20.
What do the opponents get?
13.
13.
We got 20.
21.
21.
Mattias had a 20.
7.
7.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked by the monster.
You're shocked by what?
The monster. It's pretty rude of you guys to use these people's bones as armor. Wait a minute.
We got some pretty sick tunes in there.
Yeah. I like this
Okay. Simon, you are up. Slightly in the rear. It's really at the. You can just barely make it out in dim light. It's through the dust in front of you. You can barely make out this row, the first row of something beyond.
I will ready a fire bolt,
Okay.
and when the first one to get to Balder, I'll shoot when they.
Okay, understood. You're ready in action to throw a firebolt. Mattias, you are up. You're behind Balder. You can barely make out from Balder's shield in the dust and in the haze generated by the bones. About 20 feet beyond him, about 30 feet from you, a row of like skeletons have risen from the ground and appear to be moving toward you guys.
They're about 20 feet of us, you said?
They're about 30 feet from you, about 20 feet from Balder.
And how much space is on either side of Balder?
You've got about 5 feet on either side. The quarter looks like it's about, it might not be quite 5 feet. It might be, it looks like the quarter is about 12 feet wide. So you could go past him if you wanted to.
Okay. I'll move around him to the left, take a defensive position.
Okay.
Just in front of him.
So you're just going to be on his left-hand side in alignment with him in a defensive position? Okay.
As best I can.
Understood.
Kind of try to build a defensive line to give our squishier neighbors some protection.
Understood. And you could ready in action or take the dodge action. Your option.
I'm gonna ready an action.
Okay, understood. And that would be an attack, I assume, if the triggers on them them approaching you, should that happen. Mikolash, you are up.
Yeah.
Mikolash, from your perspective, You can see the light from Baldur's shield illuminating them, and there's a little bit of darkness in between you, but there's like dust being kicked up all over the place.
With this in mind, I'm gonna close my eyes, hold my helmet to my head. I'm gonna I need to see the darkness, and I'm going to use 2 key points to use dark vision myself.
Ooh, okay.
So I get 60-foot range.
Okay, understood. So all of a sudden, everything that where it was darkness becomes shades of gray now, looking out beyond. There's sometimes the light is a little bit bright where Baldur is, but it's not there's no negative side effect to it. But it's just like this, if you've ever used night vision goggles, it's just like if you were to look at a bright light with night vision goggles, it's just like offensively bright to stare at. So you kind of like look at it with off-center vision, if you will.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'll hold my position at the end of my turn.
Okay, you're holding your position, and that was your action to
Yes,
use
to cast
burn the
it.
key points.
Yes.
The opponents are up. Huh?
Bring it.
Riggets. I don't know what that means. Riggets.
I said, bring it.
Okay, Simon, something grabs hold of your legs.
Man, I was gonna put on
Mattias,
the
something
oil of
grabs
slipperiness
hold of
before
your
we went into
legs.
this
I'm sorry?
I was going to put on my oil of slipperiness before we entered this whole place. I'm like,
Okay, they reach up and these ones charge forward there like that, and the dust just kind of kicks up around. Yeah, boom. That's good. Just throw them all forward. And the 2 of them attack. One tries to grab hold of you from the rear, and he's got a 19 for a strength check on you. Give me a strength versus athletics check, if you will. And the other 2 swing away at you. Natural 20, a critical card, and believe it or not, a 19 plus whatever. I'm sure that hits.
Who are they swinging at?
There 2 are swinging at you. Triple, damn it! Holy crumb.
Okay.
I will swing at the one near me that hit
Okay,
him.
let me just finish the opponent, sir, and then by all means, yeah. But you can go ahead and roll, though. Okay, and then, so you take 20 points of slashing damage as these claws from these people are, 2 of them digging into you, if you will. And on Baldur, and by all means, you're going to get your attacks. I'm not lying to you. Got another natural 20 and an obvious miss. I'm sorry?
I didn't hear how much damage.
20 points of damage. 20 points of slashing damage. Double damage. The claws dig. Somehow they dig in between your plates in your armor, and you can feel these like fingers in there like disintegrating as they're digging into your chainmail. Give me a DC 15 con save, sir.
We're plenty. 24.
Okay. So you don't get the beyond that, just that, and you take a whopping 10 points of damage, and the one on Simon, he tries to grab. You feel these hands come up and grab hold of you, and he's got a 23, sir. Go ahead and roll me a strength or athletic checks or acrobatics.
heck no.
You feel this guy, he just yanks you down to the ground, and he's got his arms wrapped around you, and he's trying to bite into you at this point.
Can I get my held action off? To
Oh,
that guy
yeah.
that approached Baldur first before I get pulled to the ground?
Sure, why not?
I rolled a 22 to hit.
A 22.
18 points of fire damage.
18 points of fire damage on this one right here.
Sure.
And then 17 damage to the one right to my left attacking Matthias.
Both of them, you see the bones like crumble, and the one side of them completely vanishes. So it's like this head on each of them, and one arm still like going away at you. And Simon's was partially blasted apart. Anything else, Simon?
That was my held
That
action.
was your held action. Baldur, anything else?
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is your
Oh.
turn.
Then
That is the enemy. Enemy, yes. That is the enemy, yes.
Alright, I will cast Shatter on all of them. Which I forget. What is it? 2d10? 3d10?
I don't know. I don't have Shatter. You took Shatter.
What?
You took the poor man's fireball, not me. I know it's a con save.
Yeah, they all have to make a con save.
How many? I assume all of them there, correct?
I think it's 10 radius, so yeah, probably everyone.
Okay, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
60.
I'll just say all of them. All good.
Yeah.
Okay,
10-foot
and
radius sphere. And they all make a con save.
4 fail. What's the DC? Only 2 saved.
No,
2 saved.
DC is 17.
Yeah, only 2 saved.
Alright, so then they're gonna take, all of them take 10 points of damage?
10. This one explodes in a blast of dust. This one also explodes in a blast of dust. And the others all take how much?
10. Half. 5.
10. Well, they all failed except for 2.
Okay, so 10 or 5.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay, 6, 7. Okay, got it. Okay, Baldur, anything else? That was devastating. Okay, and they all look bloodied, if there is such a word. Okay.
Random bones all fell off. Missing half their rib cages.
They're bonied.
Okay, and it is just like gagging. Everybody roll a con save for me, sir. As the dust is being kicked up by the battle, Mattias, roll a con save.
20.
23.
23. 10. Ah! You're like choking on this dust that's coming up. Little bits of bone are going through your mask. You're like, ugh. You take 8 points of damage. You take 4. You take 4. Mattias, what'd you roll?
Con save.
I'm rolling that. That's a 2.
Okay, and you take another 8 points. Simon, you are up.
I will bonus action Misty Step away from this guy that's holding me.
Okay.
Good idea. Oh, there we go. Potion of.
And then as my action, I will fire away at him with the fireball.
Awesome.
And that'll be a 25 to hit.
A 25. And that hits you. What'd you hit him with?
Firebolt.
Firebolt.
13 points of damage.
Which one?
The guy that was grabbing my
That
legs.
one right there. Understood. And it's still up, but it's not looking good at all. If it could look good.
And that is it for me.
Okay, that is Simon. Mattias, you are up. You have one grabbing your left rear leg, and you have 2 in front of you.
Okay.
Kick backwards and lunge forward.
The one grabbing my leg. What is it able to do?
Well, it feels like he's trying to pull you down into the bone-like bed, this 2 to 3 foot thick rolling wave of bones that you're wading through.
Can I try to stomp on its skull?
Sure you can. Just roll an attack. Well, yeah. Yeah, sure. Go for it.
And that would be with proficiency and strength. So that's 19.
19. You lift up 1 foot and you slam it down on top of its head. Just give me a D4 plus your. I'm gonna say it's a little unethical, but plus your strength, your strength bonus.
That's 9 damage.
9 points of damage. You feel its skull partially crushed underneath you, and there's like 1/4 of it left, but it's still like holding on to you at this point. You said 9 points?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we'll just growl and then take a swing at one of the ones in front of him.
Okay, understood.
You got 3 attacks. Kick the one in the back. Punch the guy in the front.
If I choke on the dust you all are throwing up, I'm going to come back and haunt you all.
Yeah, you got.
Swing
We'll
back
just
real
say you got
far
2
with the
attacks.
sword
You
and
used
hit
one
that
of them on the guy there on the
Like as you
ground.
reach back, yeah.
You stab him.
Okay, so then shoot my wit. That hell's inherent bonus. That is a 25 to hit.
A 25. You bash on this one guy, and then you like swing in front of you, hitting one of them.
Okay, and then that's plus 8, so 15 damage.
And it just explodes in a puff of dust, and you're doing everything you can to cover your mouth as you do.
Okay, and second attack to try and clear the other one away.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. Since there's one currently now gone, Machi's going to take the opportunity to try and stomp down on the one holding him again.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. And that is... No, that's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. You lift up your foot again, and you like slam it down, and its skull just starts to disintegrate underneath, and you feel all you see is the spinal column coming up at you. How much damage? 7. And it just disintegrates underneath you. That should be it for you, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's Mattias.
I give Marius a big high five.
Mikolash, you are up.
With a skeleton head.
I will.
Yeah, that's later when they're gone.
I'll turn to face this one.
And there was much rejoicing.
There you go.
Okay.
I'll turn to face this one, and it has a helmet on, right?
Sure.
I'll kind of touch my helmet. Like, you're not going to take this one from me. I'll shadow step behind it.
Okay.
So that'll give me advantage on my first melee.
Sure.
strike. And I'll go for 2 hits. Wow, good thing. 20 for the first hit.
Well, you hit.
Second hit.
Wham, wham.
21.
21, you hit again.
He's grown so much.
Simple skeletons are nothing for me now. 8 plus 5, 13 damage to this guy.
13 points of damage to that one there, and it just collapses in dust. Anything else?
Cover.
Anything else, Mikolash?
Adjust my helmet because it got a little weird with the shadow step. I'm not quite used to it yet. And then I'm done.
Okay, that is Mikolash, the opponents. Another one reaches up. Let me see. Oops, let me just do it. From the front, he reaches up and he tries to grab hold of you, and then what is it? One? Okay. Then another one grabs hold of Simon over here, I think, and just literally comes up right underneath you, and you just feel this thing reach up and grab hold of both your legs from down beneath your groin. And
Oh boy. Wow.
yeah, I know, a little graphic, but
They go straight
it tries to grab hold, and it's got a 14 for a strength check against you. On
19!
19, you managed to evade it. And on you, it's got a 24, Mikolash.
24?
Yeah,
Easy.
You got this.
he's got a natural 20.
Do a backflip out of it.
Okay, he grabs hold of you and he pulls you down to the ground.
This is my helmet. Get off. I don't like it.
Okay, he pulls you down to the ground on Mattias, and these guys move forward, even though they're like shambling messes. They move forward on them. 2 attacks on Mattias. Bad fumble card, please. And 2 attacks, and I think a 21 on Balder misses.
That hits.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything?
Yeah, 21.
21 hits you? Okay.
Your
Yeah,
AC is
okay.
21?
That's right. Okay,
I don't think I
21.
can have a higher AC.
Yeah, okay. Are you doing anything or no?
Well, I am going to attack the one that attacked.
Well, we're not there yet. Hold on. We'll hold that thought. Okay, so 21, and he does a whopping, he does 5 points of damage to you, sir. And the one who's off balance, you see him just kind of teetering back and forth against, I think that was against, yeah, that was against Balder. Against Balder, he teeters back and forth, and he falls in front of you and losing his balance. He just kind of like falls back into the bones. And
He hit me so hard he killed himself.
that is the opponents. Mikolash, you're prone, and he's got a hold of you, Simon, and he's grappling you at the moment.
Did anyone
And-
attack?
I got out of my grapple.
Oh, you got out of your grapple, rather. Baldur, you are up.
Did anyone attack Matthias?
Did anyone? Yeah, they did. 2 attacked him and both missed.
Yes, I used my reaction to attack one. And it's 15,
Oh, yeah.
15 damage to the guy next to my left.
15. It explodes there.
And now, what do we got? We got one on my right.
You got 1 on your
and two
right
up front.
and 2, probably 7-ish feet in
Yes, I'll kind
front.
of move to the right, so I'm in between those two.
Like right
Yeah,
here?
Right here.
Okay.
I will attack the one on my left.
On your left. Understood.
What is that? 14?
14 hits.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
They're not. There's
You, know,
skeletons.
you never know. You never know. So what do we got? We have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 fire damage to the one on the right. And then 6 plus 8. So then 14 damage of fire to the left. And
They both
I didn't even do my sword. so-
disintegrate. They both disintegrate in
then
the
I'll
blaze of
attack,
flames, and the bones turn to like blackened charcoal.
And then I will
you
attack the
turn-
guy on the left.
Understood.
Ooh, 20 million.
20 million.
20.
You
million just misses.
bash through it.
And we've got 3 plus 9, so we got 12.
12 more. That one disintegrates as well after your
Then-
shatter went through them all.
I am going to move out of the bone pile.
Oh, okay. So
The
you.
rest of my movement.
Okay, understood. You continue. How much movement do you have left?
I got 30. I moved 5, so 25.
So, but it's half. So
Half, yeah, so just
you're
right
just
outside the bone
right at
pile.
the edge of it, right
Yeah.
there.
And if I see any bones move, step in.
Okay, understood. Understood. That is Baldur. Simon, you are up.
I am going to try to put a hand out and dash forward to get away from this guy,
Okay, understood. He's
taking the opportunity.
Okay, understood. So it's a difficult terrain. You're wading through this. The dust is kicking up behind you. 5, 10, 15. So you get about that far at this point.
I was going to dash, so my full movement.
Oh, I'm
is
sorry.
there.
So, okay, so
Yep.
you're right about there. Sound good?
Yep. That's it for me.
Okay,
That's
that
my
is Simon. Mattias, you are up. You've got 1 in front of you, and you feel this light ball coming up behind you, finally giving you some illumination, and you're guessing that is Simon coming up behind you. You're up, sir.
Alright.
Hey, Tom, do these have
Well,
worthy
Matthias will
opponent's
just
energy?
start- well, to start with,
We'll come back to that. No, I'm just dealing with something else. Go ahead. You've got 1 in front of you.
I will, to start with, take a swing at the one in front of me.
Okay, understood.
And that will be a 25.
A 25. You easily hit your sword cutting through it.
Okay, and then the damage is 13.
13 more on top of the shatter. Bam! It disintegrates by your sword. You don't see any opponents. Well, up to your right front, about 8 feet away on the ground, there's one that fell over backwards, and he's still on the ground. He looks like he's trying to get back up again.
Matthias will begin advancing slowly and prepare an action.
Okay, so
Moving for maybe 10 feet.
well, if you move 10 feet away from it, or straight forward, or toward the.
Straight forward.
Okay, straightforward. Understood. Understood. And I'm going to say you kind of turn slightly to guard yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. That's Mattias. Mikolash, you are up. You're prone. This guy is holding on to you. He's like, he's trying to get a place where he can get a good chomp on you.
Can I see the ceiling above me? Through him on top of me? Like the ceiling, just right above.
So you're like right at the edge of the bright light. So yeah, you can see.
Well, I have dark vision.
Oh,
so
that's
I have 60
true.
feet.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, you can.
Do I have an idea just how high up it is?
You're guessing probably 8 feet-ish. It's not real high.
Perfect. I'll shadow step out of it.
Okay.
So I want to. This is how I picture it. Like he's on top of me, and we're struggling, and I'll just kind of try to pull an arm back, shadow step, so I'm like above him, and then try to punch down twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You do so. You're like up and above.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
doing everything you can to stay out of Zymon's bright light, and you're like punching down into him. Okay.
Yeah. So first hit with advantage. 26.
Yes, obviously.
And then I 13.
That both hit.
Wow. Okay. All right. You're not going to get my helmet. Oh,
Nice.
20.
20 points?
Two
This
sixes, yeah.
it just disintegrates under your blows. And even as you're punching it, this dust is coming up in your face and you're trying to guard your eyes and so forth from it as it explodes in front of you.
That was a tooth, I think. Oh.
Anything else? That is it for Mikolash. The opponents, this guy will move across the bones and attack you. Let's see. 19?
Oh,
19.
no, actually, that does. I think I have. Yeah, I have a 19 with the
A
helmet.
19,
Matches,
you feel these claws, and you're so proud of yourself, and you feel these two claws like dig into you. This like guy just bites into you from behind, and he does a whopping 6 points of damage to you. Okay, and then and this one gets back up. He uses half of his movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going after. He turns toward Mattias and he attacks away at Mattias. And he. Yes, go for it. Yep, absolutely.
All right. So, D20, and that is a 24.
A 24. You turn just as you turn to guard yourself from something on the right. Sure enough, it got back up and it charged right at you, and you just swung out nonchalantly with your sword and it just obliterated it in half.
That was to hit, not to damage.
Didn't have that much left.
Okay. So it had less than 8 hit points left?
Yes,
Or less than 9?
it had been shattered
Yeah, then
before.
I
It had been.
Can't not kill
die
it.
because the minimum I can get is a 9.
You killed it. You want to? Okay, you reach up and you bash it again, and it like explodes, and then you bash it a third time, and it's obliterated in little bits of bones. And as you do so, you see a mound of gold on the ground.
Ooh.
Okay.
He leaves it.
Hello? Okay, that is Mattias. That was not. That was the opponent. Baldur, you are.
Bones.
Baldur, you are
I've
up.
been doing this all along.
You are up.
I'm gonna call everyone over to me as fast as they can get here.
Okay, you start calling everybody over. Mikolash is still
And
engaged.
Am I able? Well, no, I'm probably too far away. More than 60 feet? Can I firebolt the one he's engaged with? As I look back and see him being attacked.
Can you see that far?
The question.
Oh, no, I can't.
You can't see
Yeah.
with yours. I'm trying
You
to
don't
see.
have any light back there, so I
Trying
can't
to
see anyway.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You got 20 feet from Simon's Lake, from the stone if he still has it.
20.
I don't know what that is though.
It would be. It's
Yeah,
going to
too
be
far.
Yeah.
really, really difficult.
All right, so I'll kind of grab Matthias and pull him out of the bones.
Okay, you pull Mattias out of the bones, and
I can see Simon, so I'll call out to him and tell him to come over. We got to get out of here. That's about all I got. I'll hold
okay,
an
that
action.
and we'll jump
I'll
ahead.
hold an attack action if it.
Simon, are you doing anything?
I'm just going.
Okay,
Going
you
out.
move. Get out of
Dash
here.
again.
Get out of here. You probably get to the edge of it, and then you're like, you can feel the bones start to dissipate at that point. That's Zyman. Mattias, you've been pulled out of the bones. Are you doing anything? You're in an area where there's no opponents immediately around you at the moment. Are you doing anything?
I do have dark
will
vision.
just curse under his
No,
breath,
we
but then
don't.
I'm going to try to run and to follow after everyone else.
Okay, understood. Mikolash, you are up. You feel this thing clawing away at your backside.
You're not going to take my... And I just shadow step helmet up to the front.
Oh, how far do you shadow step?
60 feet
60
back
feet.
range.
So you're out of it at that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's developed quite a bond with the helmet.
You're watching the Carpathian adventure on Seven Sided Die, and we will be right back.
It's almost unhealthy.
The helmet didn't do anything.
Here watching the Carpathian adventure on Seven Sided Die, and we rejoin the party in the midst of a tunnel of some sort off the crypts under Mainz, the Mainz Cathedral. And as you clear the initial area from where you were, leaving the remnants of that corridor behind that you were in, you step out of the bone mass, if you will. The walls in the room that it's not really a room, it's this space that you're in. The walls are covered with claw marks. It's readily apparent that this is not a natural room of any sort. It was dug by something or some things, perhaps the skeletons, perhaps many, many skeletons that now lie knee deep in what's left of the.
They just use the front door.
Examining the walls and the ceiling and the torchlight, there are large holes on every surface going upwards. And it's readily apparent that corpses or skeletons crawled out of perhaps their graves down into here.
All right.
And if you stand there long enough, you can actually, it's almost like looking into a wasp nest. The little holes, you can see things like moving in them.
Cemetery just keeps reusing the graves. They're like, guys, you put them in here, they go away. We can use them again.
Okay, what are you doing?
I want to try and talk to my helmet. I want to close my eyes and like kind of cuff where my ears would be, almost like try to hear better somehow. That's what Mikolash will think. And he'll want to ask me like, is your master here beckoning me, helmet? And I want to see if anything happens. I expect nothing.
You get nothing. Roll me a percentile die.
You get nothing.
Okay. A voice in your head says, it says, you are my master.
Yes. Yes, I am.
The former master.
So is this the equivalent of saying, of someone asking if you're a god and you saying yes?
You don't hear any of this.
I know. I'm asking that out of character.
What is he doing?
We'll find out.
Former
I've
master
been doing that a while.
is not far,
Is he talking?
I am
but
the
he is
only
far.
master.
Who's he talking to?
Only master. Abide
He's
your
calling
master
himself
now.
the master.
Where is the previous one? I must strike him away.
I'm just gonna let him do his thing.
He is in the lair.
The lair.
We're all pretty weird when you
On
think
the
about
path forward.
Which way is forward?
That is it. Don't talk back to your master.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, it's new for me too. Is there a faster path to the master that I may not know looking through the normal paths in the catacombs?
There's always a faster path. But sometimes it is lined with the dead.
Explain this path to me, as simply as you can.
Using 3 words or less.
We've gone down a rabbit hole.
Maybe in a haiku.
Oh, there you go.
How fast can you run or fly?
Faster than the wind.
Then you would be fine.
Thank you. That is all.
Over and out.
This is
Did
wonderful.
it tell you which way to go?
What's that? Oh, you heard all of that? That's
Well,
crazy.
we heard your half of it. You're like mumbling while
That's-
you're holding your helmet.
That's so funny. I'm just so terrified being here. I
Like
must
you
have
think
started...
you think you're just talking in your head, but your side, we're hearing everything. You're mumbling while you're talking.
You make a strong argument. I'm
Trust me.
going to deny it.
Trust me, we've seen some things. We know you're talking to your helmet.
Okay. I'll be honest. I'm talking to my helmet. No one needs to kill me. I did get some information.
Just that's going too far. Talking helmet, kill him. Carpet that runs off innocent blood, keep it.
There,
Keep it.
that's a good one. Apples, oranges.
I haven't used it.
Checking to see if it's still there.
My extremely wise and powerful helmet explained to me that there is a path through the dead that if we were maybe able to run or fly would be a faster route to Drusus. Something we might want to consider.
Well, we already did the part through the dead.
Oh, that more, I would assume quite a lot more.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah, I
like
guess flying would be good.
it seems like maybe
Maybe if you don't touch the bones.
it is worth exploring, maybe? Zyma?
Sure. We're down here.
Which way do we go right now?
Can I see down that path 60 feet, Tom, to get an idea?
I mean, the section we in, it looks like kind of like honeycombed with like paths, right? Kind of looks like narrow paths in there.
Give me one second.
Which way to go?
Yeah, this helmet has many secrets.
Well, the left goes to a treasure room.
It's always left is the treasure room,
I've
isn't it?
seen the blueprints.
Okay, which way do you look? Down this way?
Oh, I have two paths I can look?
Well, as you look,
To the
there
closest
are,
one, yeah.
you're in this space you're in, there are literally holes all over the place. It's like honeycombed with holes. But there are probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 distinctly larger ones going off of it. 2 off in this direction, 2 off in that direction, well, maybe 3, perhaps, 3 off in that direction, and then 2 off in the other direction.
So we came. So the church, we went to the side to find the stairs to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went down this and we came up.
Mm-hmm.
So then I would have an idea that if it was the church, if I was trying to like reference myself above me, there would be more to my right.
More of the church to your right?
Like if I went straight through the floor, there would still be more church to my right.
Yes.
I'll try to look to the rightmost path then.
Okay. You look down the rightmost path, and you see a quarter, and then it briefly ends. It appears to it goes, and it undulates up and down, and it kind of comes to a stop just a little bit farther down. Or if it does, it just becomes so narrow that it becomes difficult to make out anything else without going farther down it.
All right. I can cast my eye and send it out and find the path that'll lead us out of here.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
I will cast Arcane Eye.
Okay.
I guess first I will send it down the path that Mikolash looked down and couldn't see the end of.
Okay, this one, it goes down, and it just goes
So it's 30
about
feet at a time. It goes as unlimited distance, and it has 30 feet regular vision and dark vision.
Okay, understood. It goes down about another 15, 20 feet, and then it just becomes these very, very narrow crevices that disappear into the dirt.
We just wait patiently for 30 minutes. Like, I mapped the dungeon.
Not that way. I'll bring it back to me, and guess I'll head it down the first path to the left.
Okay. You head off down this path, and you eventually see that it kind of winds its way around and then kind of bends back and eventually comes to what you think was the wall of the other crypt on the opposite side. And there's little areas with it on either side where there are other little catacombs and what have you.
I'll just look around for it, make sure nothing's creeping out, coming towards us.
You look around and you do see, they're not like coming at you per se, but you do see like things moving around, almost like they're like pods, but they're not pods, they're like in the crevices of wherever they were, just kind of moving around inside of there. And some of them you can see they've broken through the remnants of wooden caskets, or wooden caskets had rotted away. And you suspect that these are areas that, where there was something was either buried in the church or buried outside the church and what have you, or they dug down underneath.
See this, Mikolash? This place is full of people that used to talk to their helmets.
Is that the good thing? Am I doing a good thing with this?
I'm sure that some of them did, at least.
Oh boy.
I will eventually come back to me, and I'll send it down that last corridor to the right, I guess.
Last quarter. This one over here? Yeah. Okay, you send it down.
What's it say? what's inscribed on the walls.
And you eventually come to a
ye
T
who
intersection. And the wall, what's inscribed, it says, this tunnel descends and rises and falls and is longer than depicted. It is difficult terrain. So it goes and it just goes and it goes and it goes and it goes and it goes. And how long does your spell last?
Up to an hour.
Up to an hour? Okay, it keeps going. It probably takes the better part of like 45 minutes, and then you come to like a T intersection.
The path down seems clear. It is long and difficult. The terrain isn't good. I will lose the eye soon.
Were there bones scattered along the path that you could tell?
Not like the room before. Similar to this, but maybe a little less.
Didn't you say we have to go through the dead?
Yes, quite a lot.
So isn't the other path the right way? If you listen to his helmet?
And I think the other path, where, to the left? Or this short one?
Said
The first one you looked at, you said
It seemed like it just came to a dead end.
Which one?
this left path.
This came to a dead end that
Yep.
Mikolash looked down first. That one over there came back to the catacomb that we thought we were in.
The helmet only
I
said.
think
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
the work seems as if it is the terminus of the long hallway we went down before.
All right, well then we're going that way.
Okay. Let's head down. Let's head down the corridor. You want to go first?
Sure, and I'll cast light again on my shield and start walking.
You cast light on your shield and you start going down this path. What's the same marching order as before? I'm gonna guess for right now.
I'd assume after about 5 minutes the eye probably dissipates.
Yeah, I mean so
Because it went down, I was looking at the other halls. That's about an hour. That's fine.
or
Eyes are a big thing in this group, I've noticed. You've got the thing with eyes, you've got the
We
thing
like
with
eyes.
You can't see my magic eye.
I can't?
No. It's invisible.
Well, he's lucky, otherwise I would take
Remove everything in this conversation that just occurred. I say nothing.
it. Otherwise I would collect it.
Yeah.
I would collect it.
Stop gouging out my third eye, Baldur!
I'll be here till 10, everybody.
I've heard rumors of these people with 3 eyes.
You're all wait, tip your waitress.
as you go through this it's a tunnel is a very, very loose word. As you go through this tunnel, it narrows. For the most part, it never really gets wider than one person wide. And maybe occasionally it widens, it expands, but it remains very, very narrow. It rises and it falls, and it seems to be perpetually descending deeper and deeper. And you again look at the walls. They're all like gouged out as if and it's earth, that it's not rock that you're going through. It is earth, and the ground is slippery and wet and just like a slurry of mud, and it's not like an even surface at the base of it. It is just like something carved it out, so you're having to kind of wind your way through the whole thing, and again, it's difficult terrain. You come up, and eventually you come to, after probably about another 45-ish minutes, you get to this split in the intersection where you can go right or left.
Do we hear anything? Is it still extremely quiet, or has that changed?
Right now, I mean, you hear the sound every now and then of like bones crackling and so forth, and you don't see any of the catacombs once you've left that one area.
Okay.
Baldur, what do you see?
Nothing.
Are you at the fork?
Yeah, I'm getting there now.
You want me to scout ahead? My eyes are pretty good in the dark right now.
Sounds good to me.
Sure.
Okay.
Be careful.
Noted. I'll go to the fork and I'll try to be stealthy in my approach, and I'll look left and kind of wind my way up to it to see what I can see.
Okay, you have to like squeeze past the other party members, and you manage to do it. So, and you're like pushing yourself up against the mud, and you can just like feel it like caking on your back as
soon as it happens,
your
I shadow
back.
step ahead.
You shadow step into like some more mud, and you just manage to somehow manage to avoid some of it. But at the same time, it's just, you're not shadow stepping into a clean space. It's just this slurry mix of clawed walls and so forth. And eventually you see that it bends to the right. The one to the left is where you were looking.
Okay.
So you kind of like shadow stepped over here. Little niches off to the one side where something had tried to claw out in one direction, but it seems to bend to the right.
I'll go. So I'm at a corner point round, and it kind of rounds.
I'm not sure if it's a corner. It's just sort of
a rounding of.
Yeah, it just.
Okay.
It's not really a corner per se.
Right. I'll advance another 60 feet.
Okay. How far behind the party is you? How far behind you are the party members?
I think we're kind of all.
Yeah, if they're at the junction, I've taken two.
Okay.
Jammed up.
Okay. Understood. So they're probably 15, 20 feet. So they're trying to keep up with you, if you will, correct?
We're giving them a little leeway to be quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, how much of a leeway?
Yeah.
I can cover ground.
We'll go 40 feet since that's the edge of our dim light. 40-ish feet. So our noise will be
Sounds
less.
about right.
Okay, so you're about 40 feet behind them?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, cool. You're about there. I just want to make sure. No, this is not good. Okay. Leaving the remnants of the corridor, if you will, you see in front of you an enlarged space. Again, just like the area outside of the crypt itself, the walls are covered with claw marks, and you, in your grayish vision, you can still make out the little catacombs. It is dim light for you, so in this complete and utter pitch blackness, it's difficult to make out any details or anything like that. But you can tell that there are some kind of like catacomb holes all around the room, for want of a better word. It was dug by something, perhaps, again, many skeletons. And you look and you see, similarly, skeletons just covering the now knee-deep in the floor and kind of sinking into the mud in some places.
I like that. Upon seeing all that, I'd like to go back to the party.
Okay.
Back the way I came.
Okay, it takes you, a couple rounds and you get back to the party.
It seems we have another pit of bones ahead of us, and this one is very muddy and not great for terrain. Advancing on terrain, I should say.
Okay. Oh. Do you think the other way leads somewhere else? Do you want to check the other path?
I could try the other way.
Maybe it'll lead us around.
Yeah.
You said the voice said we had to go through the dead, though.
It said unless you are very fast, or if you could fly, that you would have to go through the dead.
We can fly if we need to.
I'm assuming when we walk through the bones, past the painting of the mural, we must have done something where they came from the ground as soon as we touched their area. Maybe every time we reach a pit of bones, we awaken whatever was laid to rest and scattered. We could try to run. The areas large, and I don't know which paths it would take us to. But if we do it on foot, it might be. I don't know what it will be at the end.
All
Might be
right.
tricky.
What do you think, Baldo?
We gotta go. So if anything, we fight our way through and keep moving forward. If we're not able to go around them.
I could try to dash around, maybe try to really scan far ahead and see, because I saw multiple paths in that pile of bones. I'm quick, I can jump around, but I don't know what I'll see at the end.
Alright.
All right, well, I guess we'll go the way you came from.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
We'll advance.
We'll head back down that path that Mikolash came from.
Mm-hmm.
Back down. We'll enter through that way.
Okay,
I'll
so
stay
who's
ahead.
leading the way?
I'll stay ahead this time.
And how far are you staying ahead of the rest of the party?
No, I mean,
I
I'm
think
sorry,
we'll
like,
stay in a group.
Yeah, I meant to say we're in the same marching order, but with me in front.
Okay, understood. So you get to the edge of this, you go through this slurry mix, this difficult terrain, and you just see this like mud pit filled with skeletons inside of them. And all of you you have your light source at this point. It's shining 20 feet bright, 20 feet dim beyond, and the light is coming from behind you. You can see in the grayness, you can actually see some of the skeletons moving and so forth, and some of them up in the holes from above kind of moving as well. And it's just this grotesque room with all kinds of little niches and alcoves and going off of it. And you're right at the edge of it. What are you doing?
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea. I'm gonna take out my oil of slipperiness, start rubbing it all over my body before we get in
Okay,
there.
help me out. What does that do?
Gives me freedom of movement for 8 hours. The freedom of movement spell for 8 hours.
Okay, great.
I might do the same.
Okay, understood. Understood.
Don't you drink those normally? Those potions?
Not this one. This one's special.
Oh. Is it
Okay, understood. You are no longer hindered by difficult terrain.
Is it good for the skin?
Very nice one. That was a good one to save.
Yeah, I've had that for a while.
I know, right?
So long.
I've had that a long time. I'm like, where would this make sense?
So
Yeah, I mean, it's like with me, the oil of sharpness. I had no idea where I was going to use it until that battle at the village.
Yeah.
So
And it
what's the
helped.
plan? Are we just running through here?
we could run, we could fly, we could take our time fighting waves.
I can make us all fly, but
Is it worth it?
it'll take a lot from me.
Is it worth it?
Maybe we do it.
We
if
handled
we need
it.
to.
We handled the first batch well enough.
If that's the case,
We stay close, stay
Well-
focused. We should be able to handle it.
how many?
You can Misty Step if we're almost all the way out of there.
Yeah. How many paths can I see branching from the bone pit?
Well, I mean, there's
Excluding.
like obstructions in the way. So I mean, there's
Oh, okay,
literally
okay.
gobs. I mean, you can see 1, 2, 3,
It doesn't
4,
pit
5,
down,
6,
it-
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 or so little branches going off of it. And it's not just like a smooth room. It's just this undulating room with mud and bones in it.
Do I feel like I could dash from one side where we are to another side and I would land where there are no bones mounded up, like in the first room? Do I feel like I see something like that?
Can you dash without
I mean,
touching
not
the
dash,
ground?
Shadow step. I got a 60-foot range. That's what I'm wondering if I could play with there.
I mean, you got a clear path over to here.
That's
You
okay.
can't go through there. You,
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only spot, like clearish
you
spot.
can go right there. You could go like over this way. I mean, you could probably get about over in here and then try again or something, but you wouldn't know that until you got there.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, Let me jump ahead and maybe I could see down a certain path and I could, without disturbing anything. I'll do that and I'll take that first path straight to my left from your perspective, Tom. Yep. Right there.
Okay, you shadow step across, and as you land there, you can see this mass of these skeletons rising up around you, seeing you there, and they just rise up right around you. Roll initiative.
Worked perfectly.
Huh?
Worked perfectly.
Worked great. This is just what I wanted.
Get out there, decoy.
Roll. Okay, and beat a 16.
Alright.
7 for me this time.
Ooh. I got an 18. Opponent's got a 16.
I got a 16.
Oh, who's got the better
Got another
deck?
I
30,
doubt
20.
I must have the better decks.
What'd you get, Ryder?
20.
30, 20.
Okay, who's up? Mattias, you are up. You see Mikolash. It's kind of hard to tell. Look, you really can't see Mikolash, actually.
Yeah. The light ends about here.
Yeah, you know that Mikolash leapt ahead in the darkness, and you hear something coming up from far in the distance toward him, and you probably hear things coming generally toward you guys as well. What are you doing? You're behind Balder.
Can Matias go around and get past Balder?
Of course you can. You gotta like squeeze against the wall. You feel the slickness of the mud around you. How far are you gonna try and move? It's difficult terrain for you.
It's new.
Let me move 15 feet for now. The maximum that I can really go is 15 because of difficult terrain.
Okay.
And then I'll see and then I'll try to determine what I can see.
Okay. When you see a couple skeletons right in front of you, as you emerge 15 feet beyond. Yeah, they probably wouldn't be that close. They'd probably be right. Yeah, they're probably another, I don't know, 7 feet away from you.
Okay, Matias will take a defensive stance and ready in action and basically come near him.
Okay, understood. Ready in action.
I'm not ready to. I am not ready to march in there just yet.
Understood. Understood. That's Mattias. Balder, you are up.
Alright, just finished with the potion. And I am running a full 60 feet.
Okay, you're running, like, where are you trying to get
I'm
to?
just elbowing freaking skeletons. And I'm going all the way to the other side of those guys.
All the way over to
Yeah.
here? Right there?
Yeah.
And are you facing this way or facing this?
I'll face him.
Huh?
I'll face him to attack.
Oh, you're going to face. Okay, understood. So, I mean, this one here, as you run past it, is going to get an attack of opportunity against you. And he fails miserably.
Just check him.
And as you do, you see a few others just rising up, and 3 of them over in this general area. One looks like he's got some kind of flag. One doesn't look like a king quite per se, and somebody else has this like horn over here. As you run past, okay.
I like those guys.
I wonder if the one in the crown is voiced by John Hurd.
I don't know if I can do. I don't know what John Hurd sounds like. Sorry. Okay, Balder, swing away.
Nah, that's all my stuff.
Oh, that's right. You dashed. I'm sorry. My bad. Mikolash, you are up.
Okay.
You hear, not getting my Black Cauldron references. I'm joking.
Just a point of order. Combat would have started after my shadow step. So my shadow step and then combat started. So I don't get anything from any perks from that shadow step. Right? Like
Are
my
you
turn,
asking? What should it be? I don't
know. It says I would have advantage before the end of my turn.
I'll give it to you. Sure.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you. I'm fine with that.
Okay. So then my shadow step is used. The combat has started.
Sure. Sure. You've got advantage. Why not?
I'll go after the little guy right in front of Balder and I.
Okay, understood. The little guy.
I'm gonna make him a little bit little.
Okay.
Smaller.
23.
A 23.
For the
Bam,
first.
bam. You connect.
Second is a 15.
15. Both hit. Bam, bam.
Things have changed. Things have changed around here. My 2 attacks.
How so?
Because I'm hitting stuff and connecting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You do it normally?
You're like disappeared, reappeared.
Yeah, I do stuff now. 8 plus 9. 17 damage.
17. It's still like clinging on, but barely.
I'll just point at him. I'll be like, that's it. Just point.
Okay. Anything else?
I'll use my movement. This is difficult terrain.
Yes, it is.
Half 55. I'll try to use 25 movement to get to Baldur's right side.
The Baldur's right over to here.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go through this.
Is that possible? If not, I don't.
Not really. I mean, you could come back out. I would say you come back out and go like this way. You could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I mean, you get a lot of attacks of opportunity on you. You could end up over here.
You know what? If I can't do it, what about, is the guy behind me blocking my path?
He's not blocking it.
That guy's more blocking you from getting around.
Yeah, he's not blocking.
Yeah, I
You could
couldn't get him down,
You could
though.
You could go past this guy. You could go down this way
Yeah, I'd like to step back into that path right there.
as far as you can.
No, just
Just pass that guy.
just past him. Yeah,
Like right there.
right there is fine.
Okay, so you are going to get some attack of opportunities against you.
Sure, I
Okay.
should dodge them with my feet.
I'm sorry?
With mobile, I should dodge them. Or I should
Oh, that's
disengage.
right. Duh.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
fine.
My bad.
I'm fine
I
with
forgot.
that.
I
No.
just forgot.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
if you have whatever.
I forgot. Nope, nope, nope. No, you don't. Nope,
Okay.
they're nothing special. I just forgot.
No worries.
Oh, good. Anything else?
That'll be my turn.
That is Mikolash. The
Alright.
opponents are up. Okay, understood. This guy's gonna turn on him. He's gonna turn on him. I mean, he did see him go past. He's gonna turn. He's gonna turn. He's gonna close on him. He's gonna close on him. And he's gonna close on him. And let me see. On Baldur, they attack away.
You gotta leave the way for now. Just do that first.
A 20,
Then
but
we run.
dirty 20, that doesn't hit. The other one's on you. A miss and a 19 is a miss. You can feel them clinging against your armor.
Just laugh.
And we'll come back to Mikolash, and then on Mattias, a fumble, please, and a 22. A 22, I think, just barely hits you. One of them drops you see his hand literally fall off of his body there.
Yeah, just barely.
Okay, and
Yeah, just barely.
The weapon's too heavy.
understood. And he does 6
Most of
points
them
of damage to you as you feel these claws get in between your armor at that point. We'll come back to him. This guy over here blows his horn and this hideously loud. Right, I can't. Where's bald? Where's this hideously loud? Let me see here. Here we go.
Where'd my horn go?
Hideously loud sound. Everybody make a saving throw.
What is it? What do we?
Make a saving throw, Mattias.
Me?
Yes, and
I'm
this
sorry.
character waves his hands, and several other things come out right in front of him.
Which stat?
No modifier?
Stat saving throw?
I'm sorry.
What's that?
What's what?
Stat
The saving throw.
Just tell me what you rolled.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Wisdom save. My bad.
14.
17.
Okay.
What's that?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. My bad. Yep. Wisdom save.
15.
15. Simon, you are frightened. You are terrified, and you take 6 points of psychic damage. Everyone else takes 3 points of psychic damage, and you can't stand the sound of this. But you managed to.
I got a 17. I think.
Oh, I thought you said
I
a
was the one that
13.
passed.
Who had the?
I had a 14.
14. You take the psychic damage, and you are you have take 6 points of psychic damage, and you are frightened, Boulder.
That's
You
my
take 3
psychic
points.
damage.
Okay.
Huh?
Well, the frightened kind of works with the oily of slippery.
You are frightened, and Mattias, you are frightened. You are not frightened, but you
Run the
take
other
3
way.
points of psychic damage from this hideously
only stops
sounding
my movement, right?
hideously sounding horn. This other guy raises some things
Can't
in
move
front of him,
Towards him.
and
Or towards him.
Yeah, towards the thing that frightened you.
and the flag bearer doesn't do anything at this moment. And that is the opponent. Simon, you are up.
Oh man, I'm still deep in this hallway. Here, cacophony. Is the hallway difficult as well?
Everything in there is difficult. It's just
It
this
is
slippery, slurry mess. Roll a save, sir. Wisdom save.
Sure. Only.
And
That
I got to
part's
attack you too.
It wasn't what we were in.
Yeah. The whole thing
A
down. That's what that was over there.
a 17 misses you. That is it.
will,
But a wisdom save.
I'll shoot a firebolt at the guy to the right of Mattias.
Oh.
That's a 14 to hit.
A 14 hits.
18 was.
18 wisdom save. You hear this hideously sounding horn. It sounds a lot like Borin's horn, but worse. And it just sends shivers down you. And you take 3 points of psychic damage, but you are otherwise unaffected.
Okay.
13 fire to
13 fire to that one there.
that one, and that is all mine.
Okay. That was a firebolt, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Anything else, Simon?
No, that's my movement. and my
Mattias,
action.
you are up.
I'm not getting there.
Okay. How many are near me?
2 at the moment, and another 5 feet farther to the right.
Okay, I'll take a swing at one of the ones nearest me right now.
Okay.
Okay. Matthias swings once and gets a 19.
A 19 hits. Just you feel the bones crushing.
Okay, and that is with that the damage is 11.
11 points of damage to that. That is not. Which one was it? Right or left?
I don't know.
Pick.
Right.
Right. It crumbles.
So,
Okay.
Cool. Second attack on the one on the left.
Okay.
That is a 16.
A 16 hits your sword, and you can feel it crushing the bones. It's kicking up some dust in this room, but not as much because it's just like this mud slurry mess in here.
And that is 16 damage.
And 16
So please through the next one.
Okay, 16 total points of damage. It's still teetering there. The bones look like they're about to fall over, but they're still up.
Vile creature, just returned to death already. Matthias takes another swing
Okay.
and gets a 24.
A 24, he just pulls out his sword and then he just doesn't even pull it out all the way and just swings it to the side, ripping it in half. Unless you can do less than 4 points of damage, it's destroyed and it just explodes.
Impossible.
I didn't
Can't
think so.
do less than 9.
Okay, it explodes and just collapses there. Anything else, Mattias? You have movement. There is one about 7 feet to your left front, and there's one about 5 to 7 feet to your right.
An action surge can be used to attack, right?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, and where are the ones nearest me again?
There's one to your left front about 7 feet away, and there's one immediately to your 3 o'clock to your right at about 5 feet, a little over 5 feet away. And the thing that blew the horn, the horn is just past the one to the right. It's about 15 feet away.
Matthias grins under his helmet before charging shoulder first at the one on his right while swinging his swords simultaneously.
Okay. Okay, that expends your movement, and you're kind of like barrel rolling into him at that point. Understood. That's Matthias.
And with the action surge to attack.
Oh, okay. Got it. Action surge attack. Roll away.
Okay, and that is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
And the damage?
48.
That's wrong. Okay, that's 13.
13 points. You slash into it. Its ribs on one side of its body just collapse away, but it's still standing there.
Why is it that the dead don't stay dead anymore?
Okay, that should be it then, right?
I can drink that.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's Matthias. Baldur, you are up.
Yes. So I'm just like sitting there with the horn going, freaking out, and I'm just gonna cast Shatter in his direction.
Okay.
It will go somewhere there to basically get everyone.
Understood, and they all have to
circle.
make saves, right?
Con save of 17.
7 con saves. I'll throw through the big guys separately. 2 save, 1.
Could be worse.
2. So this will say this guy failed, that guy saved, that guy saved. So, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, correct? Or are these 2 as well?
No, they're probably too far.
Okay, so the other 5.
It's only 10 feet in every direction.
Let me just
from where I
get the
can.
other 5. So this guy failed. And the other 5, and you said DC 17?
Yes.
2 saves. 2
right.
saves, 3 fails.
So it's only 7 damage for people who didn't save.
Okay,
Half
7.
of that. So 3.
Okay. Okay. Understood. Anything else, Baldur?
I'll probably do the same. I'll probably action surge and start attacking the guys in front of me.
Okay, understood.
Let's do it. We got a 25.
A 25, you swing through with your hammer and just
So 12 damage to probably that guy in front of me.
That far right's the one.
This
I
one?
hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's the one you hit?
Yep.
That's right. And he just collapses in an explosion of dust, and it's not as dusty as it was before with the mud in this room.
That's a 19.
A 19 on the other one there.
Yeah.
Bam! Continuing your swing through.
16 damage to him.
16 to that one, and he was not hit by the shatter. Okay, understood.
And a fumble.
Ooh.
I don't know if it's possible. It says I hit ally. So maybe,
I'm gonna say no, it's not possible. So you,
but I miss.
then you miss. Understood. You slip and you're like swinging around with your hammer.
Slipped on the bones.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Oh, that is Baldur. Mikolash, you are up.
Guess I can do movement, but I don't know if I can.
You can't. You can't move towards the thing that frightened you.
Well, I was gonna move away.
Yeah.
I was frightened, and I was like, maybe I'll move further away.
You could move.
I mean, I technically don't have to move away when I'm frightened, but RP
No,
maybe?
you just can't move toward it.
I'll move back a little.
So you move back this way?
I guess
Go back
I'm
that way.
technically there, so I'll just go right in this tunnel.
Okay, like this?
A little bit. I'm not gonna go in the tunnel, but yeah.
Okay, so a couple of them are going to
Trying
get some
away,
attack.
Get away from the horn.
They're going to try and get some attacks of opportunity on you, and one hit for a 23 does hit. I'm pretty sure. 23. The 23, and he does. This claw reaches up and gouges away at you for a whopping 5 points of damage.
All right.
Okay, and that is now Baldur. Now Mikolash, I'm sorry, you are up.
I will I will shadow step here if I can.
Sure.
Okay. I'll do that. I'll take my 2 attacks against the guy.
Well, I'm gonna say sure. Baldur's. We'll just say that his shield was back the way it is depicted there, so that it's not bright light right there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're there.
So I'll do that. I'll take 2 hits on the one Baldur struck.
Understood.
First one, 20.
Bam.
Second, 19.
Bam. Both hits.
7 plus 8. 15 damage.
15, and it just explodes in your blows.
And then I will use my movement. So I can use 25 to get behind Baldur.
You do, and you find yourself like mushed in the mud back there, like there's barely space, and you can feel him backing up against you, like pushing you into the mud.
I've got your back, button. You're doing great out there.
As he sinks in.
Okay. Okay.
He's like Arnold Schwarzenegger in The Predator,
Yeah.
where he's like all in the mud, can't see me.
Okay, this guy turns toward him. This guy turns 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He charges forward at Simon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He charges forward at Mattias. Huh? Let me see. This guy.
Might get another.
This guy's gonna charge over there.
Oh, I have to
He's
save
gonna
every
charge.
time.
I don't know.
Charge over there.
That's Dan to your next turn.
Let me see. This guy's gonna block. He's gonna come over here and block him. He's gonna try and get out of the way. And go like that. And then he's gonna go like that.
He's closer to me. I'm only
And then, okay, so the one on Simon, he'll swing away at Simon a 15.
I will cast shield.
A shield. Whoosh.
Why not?
Okay, on Mattias.
Oh, actually, 15 won't do it. Nope.
Okay,
Hit me with the
15.
damage.
Okay, you almost cast it, but you don't cast it. Instead, you take a whopping 7 points of damage as these claws dig into you.
7, you said?
7 I did. On Mattias, this swings away. The 3 of them swing away, and one of them is a 23, and he does lousy 3 points of damage to you as the claws dig into you.
It's level 1.
On Baldur. Huh?
No, it's side talk.
On Baldur, a 22 and a 20, dirty 20. I think the 22 does hit unless you do anything.
I'll take it.
You take it, and you take 4 points of damage as these claws dig into you. The horn blows again.
I let that one through and he goes 38 points of damage.
Oh my god!
Well, the horn blows. Everybody make a saving throw.
God.
I can't be doubly frightened.
Doubly free.
Doubly frightening.
16?
16.
24.
24. Huh, I'm sorry?
Natural 20.
Okay.
Got a 15.
15. Everybody takes, Mattias is rolling 3 points of psychic damage. You should have gotten, at the end of your round, a chance to re-roll to no longer be frightened.
What am I rolling?
A wisdom save, sir.
14? So I
Of,
roll
no, you're still frightened.
Okay.
Yeah, wisdom. Nadia.
Wisdom.
Okay, that's 17.
A 17. This hideous horn goes off in your head, but it shivers down your spine, but you're fine. You take 3 points of psychic damage. Okay, that is the opponents, I think. And it is Simon, you are up.
Are you sure?
You don't have to waste it. They're pretty weak.
Oh, this guy's right in front of me. I don't like that. I am going to cast Spider Climb on myself.
Ooh! In the muddy pits, the
And then I
spider
will
climbs.
start climbing up the wall away from the guy and take the attack of opportunity.
Okay, understood. Understood. It only goes up like 8 feet, so you're gonna go one direction or the other. You can go past him.
Yeah,
or you can...
I'm going into the room.
Okay, so you're like
But I'm on
in
the ceiling.
room on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Got it. Understood.
The skeletons are.
Understood. And he swings away at you. A 17 with his plus his 22.
That hits.
Yeah,
look normal.
and he
Weird.
does
Skeletons
a
eat
whopping 4 points of damage to you as he claws at you as you try to go past
Smack
him.
away. As fast as I can.
Okay. Anything else?
That'd be all my.
Okay, that is Simon. Mattias, you are up. Mattias, you're surrounded by 3, and the horn guy moved, who was beyond the 3 that are surrounding you. He moved slightly farther to your left front beyond the 3, and you see beyond him, you see what looks like this knight of some sort, and this other flag bearer next to the knight. You've got 3 immediately in front of you, and 1 slightly behind you to your right rear that Simon just escaped from by spider climbing away from it. What are you doing?
Matthias, hold on. Well then, it appears that I have to stop playing nice. Matthias will take it. Will bring his sword and his shield around the side of 2 of the skeletons and slam together to try and knock their skulls together between the hilt of his sword and the handle of his shield.
Okay, roll an attack. You reach up and you grab them and you try and bash their heads between your shield and your sword.
Natural 20.
Ooh, okay.
Let's go.
I meant to give you this for the head thing earlier.
Oh, thank you.
Natural 20.
Roll damage, sir.
No, it's this card.
Well, just use your sword damage. Just use your
Critical
sword
hit card
damage
for
and
him.
pull a critical
Sorry,
card for
sorry.
him.
You got
Yeah, so I
maximum damage. They have a DC 10 strength or drop item.
Okay, DC 10. They both fail. You see hands fall off of them.
Yep.
maximum damage, that would be 16 damage.
16. As you crush them both together, they both slam into one another, and they're both their opposite arms, the right arm and the left arm, just like fall off of them at that point. They're going to have disadvantage on their next attack.
Nice.
Yeah, if they had a weapon, they drop it. Yeah, it's just their hands. Just their hands.
So then, in that case, then can Matthias, then can I take my sword and try to swing through one and into the next?
Sure, go for it.
Alright. Okay, and that is an 18 to hit.
An
21 to hit.
18, 21 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. And 15 more points of damage.
They both collapse. The two of them both collapse in front of you.
Well then. And Matthias looks over at the third one.
And he collapses.
Out of fear.
I wish. Okay, so if I were to move, would it get an attack? Would
That's
either of the
a
ones
death save. A true
currently
death
near me
save.
get attack of opportunity?
Okay, so you've got one that's right next to you on your right front, and you've got two that are about 5 feet beyond, straight ahead, and then past them, the two that are straight in front of you, past the two that are 5 feet beyond you, are what look like leaders of some sort. There's one with a horn, to the extent that you can see them from Zymon's glowing ball passing over your head, if that makes sense.
Disco light.
Little disco light going by you.
So Matthias will then shield bash the other one next to him.
Okay, understood. Shield bash away. Just give me an attack.
Okay, so 23 to hit. That hits.
A 23.
And that is another 16 damage.
16. It's still up, but he's not looking good at all. And that's probably it for Mattias. There's probably a lot more than it, but that's good. Okay, that's Mattias. Boulder, you are
My maneuver with the knocking their heads together.
I thought it was creative. It's all good.
We will cast another shatter right in the middle of all.
Where about? Just point to me. Who's affected?
Right in front of the horn guy.
The horn guy right here. Right here.
No, on the other side.
Here?
Yep, just to get
20.
Okay, Mattias is not affected by it?
No.
Okay, so just all 8 of these guys?
Yeah.
Or are these two affected?
I don't think.
I don't
that
think
guy
they'll
will be
make
affected.
it.
No,
So
I don't
just
think
these
he-
6?
Yeah.
Okay, understood. Let me roll their saves. I'll roll.
Just the 6.
One of the leader-looking guys saved, the other 2 failed, and all 3 of the others failed.
All right. So everyone who failed gets 16. Everybody else
Ooh,
gets 8.
oh my goodness.
Nice.
Still got a 1 though. An 8, 7, and a 1.
2 out of 3 is not bad.
Yeah.
We take those. They take those.
16 you said, right?
Yeah.
Give me a second. And then the other ones took how much? All 16. Okay. And I don't think any of those guys were touched yet. Okay. That is anything else, Balder?
Which guys?
Any of these other guys?
Well, that's the second shatter on them.
Oh, it's the same group?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then they're the ones that had the 7, 7, 7, and 3, 3.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. He goes down. He goes down, and he goes down.
Let's get to the important guys.
Okay.
That's it for me.
Okay, that is Balder. Mikolash, you are up. You're wedged in the dirt behind Borin, or Balder rather.
He's like trying to look over my shoulder for a shadow.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of here.
I'm like jumping up like a little bit, like trying to jump over your shoulder. Can I do my best to see anything around here, or is it just mounded with skeletons?
Well, there's
Yeah.
something right here.
Yeah.
And then there's something here.
That cool
The bigger
ceiling
thing is
trick you
that
just drop on.
That's what I'm
I
trying
mean,
to do.
he's got 20 foot bright around him, so 5, 10. So I mean, it's bright light out to like here. I mean, something like that.
I mean, I could see 60, so if I could just jump like over his shoulder for a second to catch a spot.
Sure.
Right over behind.
Where are you
next
trying to go to?
Mattias, basically.
Sure. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you're right there. Boom.
All right. Yeah, and then I'll go for. I'm just trying to look at this mini. What is it? What am I looking at right now? The horn guy. Is he just a regular
He's a skeleton with a horn.
Okay.
Yeah.
And a robe.
I don't like that.
He's got a cool pendant on it, like necklace.
Not anymore. I'm going after him. I'm gonna take my 2 attacks on him.
Okay.
Advantage on first.
He just punched through his rib cage and take the necklace.
Oh man.
They all have a lot of
I
gold.
don't know if I want
What's
to.
up with that?
I might use my inspiration for this one.
Do it.
I want this to be cool. Natural 20.
Natural 20. It doesn't get much cooler than that.
Looks like that, yeah. And then second attack. Natural 20.
Natural 20 doesn't get much cooler than
Yeah,
that.
that's crazy.
Good
So.
team.
Oh my
The most
gosh.
efficient use of inspiration I've ever seen.
Yeah, that never happens.
There you go.
Okay, double damage.
First attack.
By weapon or spell. Okay, so that's. So I have to roll the damage, I double it for the first one.
Bam,
And the
bam.
second one is maximum damage. So the maximum damage will be 10 for the second hit. The first hit will be 4. So 4 times 2 is 8 plus 4 modifier, 12. So 22 damage.
You just put the modifier in, and then
Oh,
you just
really?
yeah,
So it's
Double
8
the
times 2
modifier.
is 16.
yeah.
So
We
16
just
plus
double
10.
it all. You're doing it's way too much math to do it any other way.
Okay.
So
then,
24 altogether.
24 total.
16 and 8, right?
16 and 10.
16 and 10, 26.
Yeah,
26.
26 damage. Yep.
Bam, bam.
On the horn
He
bearer?
stands there.
Oh boy.
And then I'll
I
step,
think he liked it.
I'll step back to here.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was gonna go.
Okay.
Hit him in the head,
We
hit him in
can
the
hang
head
out.
really hard twice, and like, come on, back up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Mikolash. The opponents.
He's not as fragile
Okay.
as these other skeletons.
This
Yeah,
guy will
I don't
turn.
like
He
that.
can't get at you. I'm gonna say. Well, actually, you're about 8 feet in the air, right?
Yeah,
he's,
yeah, I'm on the
he's
ceiling,
just gonna
whatever
go.
ceiling is.
He's just gonna go and try to hack away at you. I'll give him disadvantage. And still, he's got a 15 and a natural 20, so he's got a dirty 20. He swings away at you and he scrapes you. You feel these claws go into you for 5 points of damage. And Mattias, the one swings away at you, missing badly. You feel these claws clanking against your armor.
That's 5,000 cuts in here, man.
These two will swing away at Balder. Fumble card, please, and an obvious miss. He hit his ally. And so he does.
I like skeletons.
And this one was not shattered, correct? So he does.
Tries to swing at the actual Rick Barnes, that is the Norseman, accidentally hits his own leg.
Okay, he hit his ally and he did some damage to his ally. The horn blower will blow his horn again. Everybody make a wisdom save, and he will back up a little bit. These two will. This guy will charge forward. He'll charge forward. And this guy with the flag charged forward, and he swings it, and the flag he tries to. I'm sorry.
I'm just taking the damage.
How much?
I got a 17.
Anybody 17. Roll below a 15?
I rolled a 15.
A 15, you're good. No, everybody take 3 points of psychic damage. And this guy, he tries to swing this flag, and the flag just turns into like this ethereal blackness and red that just kind of tries to wrap around you. Roll a wisdom save, Mattias.
Wisdom save. Okay. That is a 16.
A 16. You saved. You feel like this ethereal mass wrap around you, and it started to bind you, and then it started to suffocate you, but somehow you managed to break free from it. This guy will stand fast right now. Those two they did. That's it for the opponents. Simon, you are up.
And we'll crawl around and down to the floor next to Mikolash. I'm going to use Split Enchantment and use Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the Hornbearer and the Flag Bearer.
Okay.
If they have an intelligence less than 4, they're immune.
No, they do not have an intelligence less than 4.
Okay. They need to make a DC 17 wisdom save.
A DC 17 wisdom save. Fail and save. So I didn't say which one. 1, 2, 3 is the 1, 2, 3 is the save, or 4, 5, 6. So it's flag bearer saved, horn bearer failed.
He falls to the ground prone and is laughing and can't take any actions.
Okay.
And that is it for me.
Okay, understood. That is Simon. Mattias, you are up. Mattias, you have 2 in front of you. You have the flag bearer who was trying to wrap you in. You have an underling next to him, and you have somebody. And you have somebody to your right rear.
You said you're cutting out.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have a flag bearer to your immediate front. Just to your immediate right, you have an underling. And then to your right rear, you have an underling.
And what's the one immediately in front of me?
The flag bearer, the one who tried to wrap you in this like ethereal blackish red, not physical flag, but like this ethereal mass.
Okay. And it's my turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay, sorry, just...
No, it's all good.
Cut out slightly. My internet tonight has just been... It cuts out occasionally, I don't know why.
It's the internet.
No one knows
Okay,
why.
I'm gonna make against the
Mine's
flag
been doing
bearer.
it a lot.
Okay, understood. You swing away against this ethereal flag bearer. He's not ethereal, the flag is ethereal. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
And that's 13 damage.
13 damage. You see little chunks of his bones fly away. Anything else? You've got 2 other attacks if you want them.
Yeah? So you thought you could stop me from getting to you, huh? Well then, I suppose now it's time that I just will have to show you exactly what it means that I am a scion. That I am a scion of House Battery.
He says to you, I didn't stop you from getting to me. I approached you.
Well then, let us see who emerges the victor. Natural 20 to hit.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
Roll damage. Oh, pull a critical card, please.
Oh, yeah. You got maximum damage arm again. DC 10 strength or drop item.
Another 16 damage.
16.
16 more points of damage to her on top of the 13.
Skeletons with
Okay,
arms left
still up.
behind them.
You have another attack.
He has to do the save, DC 10 strength.
DC 10 strength save, and he's got a 13.
Succeeds. Does not drop item.
Oh, I want to drop the flag.
Would have been cool.
That could have been Mattias's new flag.
And then flowing into the
It's a
next
cool
strike.
flag.
Flag.
Matthias
Oh,
simply says, greet your gods for me. For you'll be seeing them soon. And then brings the sword down onto the skeleton's head.
There's no god down here.
Roll away.
There's only us.
27 to hit.
27 points of...
Yes.
27
God
hits.
sealed them away.
Your god is no
and
good.
then the damage is another 12.
Another 12 more points of damage. It's still up. Okay, anything else?
Nope, that'll be it.
Okay, that is
Yeah.
Mattias. Boulder, you are up.
Alright, let's attack these guys. 27.
A 27. You do hit.
We've got 8. What's that? 15 fire on the first one. And 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And 17 fire on the second one. And a whopping 17 damage from the sword.
Oof.
The hammer from the first guy.
They both go down in a blast of bones and bits and dust.
I still can't move, so then that would be it, and I'm just gonna make my save hopefully for that guy.
Make your what? Oh yes, you're safe.
Nope.
Still scared.
Still scared.
Still scared as he
13.
hovers back there.
Big man in his black armor with the screaming faces. Terrifying.
Okay, that is
the
Boulder.
horn guy out
Mikolash, you are up.
Wait, if I can't see him, can I technically go? I don't know he's there. He's in the darkness now.
Until you see him.
So can I technically move forward?
What's that one in front of the horn bearer? Is that just a regular?
No,
He
that's
looks like a knight of
big
some
bad.
sort.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
the
it looks
big
a little
bad.
scary. All right.
You
I'll
think
use,
that flag bearer's got a lot of help?
I'll use like 10 movement, and then I'll kind of like lean a
Bring
leg
the nose.
out to the right or to the left. Then I'll shadow step behind him, and I'll try to hit the horn bearer on the ground.
You're trying to go.
I'm trying to make it like a cool little juke.
Where
Like,
are you trying to go?
I just ran 10 feet. It doesn't really matter where, and I want to land next to the horn bearer that's down. I'm just kind of like
Over here.
I just
Punch him
want
on
to
the
throw
ground.
him. Yeah, I want to throw him off.
Okay.
And I'll go for 2 hits.
Boom, boom, with advantage. You're punching away.
Oh, both, because he's down, right?
Yeah, he's prone.
Okay.
He's laughing. He's hideously laughing.
Uh,
After that, he can
17.
make a new saving throw.
and 26. 2 hits.
It's boom, boom. You, what'd you say?
17, 26.
The 17, bam, you feel it connect, but it doesn't seem to
Okay.
bust anything on him. The 26 just punches right through.
Okay. 7 damage.
7 points of damage to him.
Is that the one that had the pendant on his neck?
Yeah, I think so.
That's just a figure.
You
but, yeah. Sure, it has a
retake
pendant.
his saving throw with advantage because he was attacked. the
Oh,
down
okay,
guy.
okay,
That
okay.
doesn't-
And what's the DC?
17.
17. Well, he's got a natural 20, and the other one without even
What
calculating.
if the helmet
He's
and
prone,
the
but
pendant
he's not
hate each other?
under
Like,
the
what if
effects
long lost
anymore.
rivals
Understood.
What if the pendant
from the Roman Empire?
and the helmet are two pieces of
There
a greater
you go.
puzzle? They're two pieces of a greater puzzle that
He's
need to
wearing
be
two
merged.
pieces of armor that hate each other. Not that guy again.
Oh man, I haven't seen this guy in over 1,000 years.
I'll use my last 10 movement or so to back up.
Come on, man. That was over.
Okay, understood. That is Mikolash. The opponents are up at this point as Mattias blabbers away. He's going to use half of his movement to get up. And he's going to turn and... Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He is going to turn to Mikolash. He's going to turn and charge Mikolash.
Oh, no.
This guy is going to blow his horn
not
again.
worried.
He goes... "Brrrr." Everybody roll a wisdom save. And 3 of them attack Mattias. Or rather, the 2, we'll do the 2 underlings there. One of them with advantage. No, one has advantage on you.
Still failed.
Yeah, and he didn't make any difference. He didn't penetrate your armor. Now the other one attacking you from the front. He does whoosh.
Yeah.
Ooh! Natural 20 and a 21, but the 21 misses.
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Maximum damage. You feel this from this flag bearer. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. Stupid me. Oh well. He bashes you in the head, and roll a.
He's got a cool spell.
He shouldn't have. Yeah, he shouldn't have attacked. He bashes you in the head. Roll a DC 10 con check, please.
Can I use my luck point to make him roll again? Or is that too much for a natural 20? Because it said you can spend a luck point when an attack roll is made against you. Roll a d20 and then choose whether the attack uses.
Against
But
you.
it wasn't on you though.
It's against you, not somebody else.
Oh.
This was against Mattias. I'm sorry.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Okay, never mind.
11, so you're not stunned, but you feel this something hit you in the side of the head, and you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
What's the damage from failing the horn?
6 points if you failed, 3 points if you saved. If you failed on the horn, you're frightened.
Yeah.
Huh?
3 points.
You're frightened?
I'm frightened.
You're frightened? Are you?
Okay.
Okay.
I only did 3.
Okay, good. And on Mikolash, this guy will attack away at you. He strides forward. Enough of your shenanigans. Time to die.
You disrespect me. I wear the helmet with pride.
Natural 20 on you, sir.
Can I use my luck point then?
Sure, of course you can. There you go. And I roll. Absolutely. And I roll again, and he's got it is not a critical, but he does have a dirty 20.
So it's actually I roll.
Oh, okay.
And
Go
then
for
I
it.
choose whether the attack you.
Sure. So you. Oh, good. Yeah, go for it.
So I'm gonna roll a 1.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 4. I rolled a 4. I choose that one.
Okay, understood.
4 plus whatever.
4, and it misses. And the other one is a 16. I don't think that hits.
No, it doesn't.
And the last one is also a 16. Yes. And you're just like dancing around it as he does. And that
might
is
have
the
underestimated
opponent. Simon, you are up.
Oh man.
These guys are tough.
Yeah, I'm not digging this.
I could have flown over it. Mistakes were made.
I'm just gonna cast Firebolt at the horn bearer. Let's say 21 to hit.
A 21 hits. It slams into it.
Ooh. 18 points of fire damage.
18 points more to the flag bearer. Ooh, he's not looking good.
I'm a little scared, so I'm gonna back up a little into this
Okay, understood. That is Zyman. Mattias, you are up. You've got this flag bearer in front of you and 2 minions. One to your right front, one to your right rear.
Get a new save.
I take one look at the black bearer and say, enough of this.
No longer frightened.
And I take a swing at its head.
Okay, understood.
18 to hit.
18 just hits.
And that is another 16 damage.
Another 16 points of damage to him, and he is like teetering on the edge.
Not satisfied with the fact that that thing is still teetering. I raise up my foot and kick it and kick its ribs in.
Just roll to hit, sir.
That is 25.
A 25, bam! You just roll a d4 and add your strength in there. Bam! You just slam into it.
That's 9 points damage.
Bam! You just feel his chest partially collapses back, and he goes down in this puddle of blackness, and his ethereal flag is flopping away there. Okay. Anything else? You have a third attack, and you have 2. One to your right front, one to your right rear, if you want. Or you could stand there and just take the beating.
But yes, we'll take it. We'll take it. The pommel of his sword and jab it at the one just to his right.
Okay, understood. Roll away.
23 to hit.
A 23 hits, your pommel jams right into its eye socket.
And that's 13 damage.
13 points, and it goes down and it explodes.
And now I'm facing partially towards the one that was behind me.
Yes, understood. Okay, and that ends your turn. That is Mattias. Baldur, you are up.
Okay. Before I go, were they considered worthy opponents?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, they were. My bad.
Good. Then in that case, I might need my button. I raise my hammer, and as lightning starts to call down, I am the hammer of Wotan, the bringer of lightning. Now time to die! And it will shoot forward to the knight and then bounce off of him and hit the horn bearer. They must make dex saves.
Dex saves. What's the DC?
17.
17. Fail.
Nice. So we got, what is that? 18, 19. And then 20, 27.
27.
That's 30. They both take 27 damage.
Blast through the horn bearer, and the leader is still standing there. He's like, as this lightning goes tearing through him.
And then, well, I guess with the horn bearer down, I'm no longer scared. I will go.
This is true.
30 feet to the knight.
This is true. You are no longer scared. This is
15.
true. You're 15. So
I'm
5, 10.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. You do. You close, and you have advantage from behind him if you have another attack.
I do not.
Okay.
Because that one is an action.
Okay, understood. That's anything else, Baldur? Mikolash, you are up. Where are you? Oh, you're right there.
I will.
You saw this lightning come tearing across the room.
Yeah.
I was planning it out. I was like, if Matthias didn't kill him, it would be able to get him too. 2 bins.
How's this guy looking after that? Is he looking bonied?
He's not looking that bad, actually. I mean, he is pretty bony looking. Yes.
Yeah,
But
he's
I
looking
didn't
pretty
Some of his robes are singed, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can chip some bone. I'm gonna go for 2 attacks at him.
It's the only way to know. You just gotta punch him, see how hard he is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna take 2 single attacks at him. So I got a 12 and a 13.
A 12 and a 13. Those are your rolls to hit?
Yes.
Boom,
yes.
boom, and you feel it connecting, but it doesn't seem to punch through the boniness of him.
I really don't want to get hit. So I'm gonna shadow step. Does Matthias? Matthias is like. I'm sorry, not Matthias. Zymon's light would be stopped by the tunnel's wall, so I could jump to that next tunnel, right next to him.
Yeah, I have light facing that way, so like this area might be in shadow over here.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Well, it's you can kind
Can
of
I
go
see it
over to
that?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I could say.
Yeah, this area is in shadow over here.
Well, there's actually a wall right here.
Oh.
There's a wall there. 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 Does that make sense? You could,
Anywhere I
you
can
could
get
go
away from him,
You could go like
basically.
here. I would say you could probably get to here. Does that make sense?
You know what? I like there. That's perfect.
Either one of those would probably
right
work.
there in the middle.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can face whichever way you want. Okay.
Don't leave me here.
I'll face the flag bearer actually. That
The flag bearer's down.
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
I know, but I still have movement. I'll just be right next to the flag bearer, staring at the flag,
Okay. Understood.
and that's it.
Okay. That is Mikolash. The opponents. He'll turn and another. You're not going to flee me, are you? Then he swings away. A 23, a 19, and a 9. I think the 23 hits. 23 hits. Okay.
I'll let it pass. I want to see how strong he is.
Okay.
Feel the cut.
You feel the thud. 13 points of damage. Okay, and on not Mikolash, on Mattias, one of the minions, you feel the claws going at you, but it doesn't seem to do anything. That is the opponent. Simon, you are up.
I will try to move 5, 10, 15, and try to get a shot around Balder at that guy. Maybe at disadvantage or something.
Sure, yeah, I mean, there's a wall right here, but yeah, sure.
I have spell sniper.
Oh, that's
so
right, I'm sorry, so straight up. Go for it. This is a 13. You see it bounce off of him. So it does strike, but it doesn't seem to do anything to him. Anything else?
That's all my movement.
Okay, that's Simon. Mattias, you are up. You have one immediately to your front, an underling, and probably about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet to your rear. Maybe more because of the weave that you'd have to do around some things. There's the leader, but one underling immediately to your front, Mattias.
Okay. And that's the only one that's immediately nearby me?
Yes.
Okay. Matthias does. I don't even really pay much mind. I just kind of sneer underneath my helmet and then swing kind of dismissively.
Wow.
19 to hit?
A 19 dismissively hits.
These were proud warriors one time.
16 damage.
Is for 16 points of damage, and it collapses in this mound of dust there. As your sword just cuts it right through the spinal cord.
Good timing on the sound effects right there.
Yeah.
And let's see, what else is there still left?
The knight.
Nothing right near you. About 35 feet to your right rear, probably closer to 40 feet. Having to weave, you could probably get about 15 feet closer to it.
I'll be back and take a stance and prepare an action just in case.
Okay, understood. You turn, you take a stance, and you're prepared just in case something turns to attack you. That is Mattias. Balder, you are up.
You don't advance if you take a stance?
Did you want to take an advantage?
I was planning to move.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
So he's moving 15. And
Okay,
then-
understood. Good, understood. So, Matty, that is, and Balder, I didn't catch on that. Balder, you're up. You're standing there in front of them.
So the hammer will just erupt in lightning. It's my turn. And we've got a 23, a 23, and a 23 to hit.
All three hit.
How can you roll 3 12s? That's insane. 3 12s on 3 20s.
320s would be better.
That's crazy.
All right.
That's still the same number 3 times. That's,
Yeah.
The probabilities are like it's like 1 in 8,000,
got some
something
weird
like
stuff
that.
happening
That's
here.
crazy.
So we've got
That's crazy.
a
The dice will go
15 regular
That's nuts.
and 8, 9, 10 fire, and then the other two
25,
are 5 and 5.
25,
So
35 total, right?
Yes, 35 total. Just going at them.
Okay, he's still up. Anything else, Balder?
I will use my bonus action to heal up a little bit.
Okay, understood.
wind.
Second wind. Mikolash, you are up.
I'll just.
Cheer him on.
I'll shadow step back to where I was.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be behind him, and I'll take my 2 strikes.
Okay, boom, boom, with advantage.
27.
A 27 hits. Bam.
And 27.
27 hits again. Bam. You guys are pounding on him.
We saved all the good rolls.
15.
15 more. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
You're just gonna stand ground. Okay, understood. That is Mikolash, the opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He turns and he swings away at Mikolash.
Does he get an opportunity attack if he's disengaging with him?
He's not disengaging. He's just turning and he's just turning to face somebody else. He's not stepping out of his zone or whatever the heck it is.
Gotcha.
Okay, he turns and he swings away. A 12. I'm sure that's a miss. A 19. I think that's just a hit.
Yeah.
And then a 23. I'm pretty sure that's it. So 2 hits, correct?
I got cheeky. I tried to punch his blade the first time to dodge, and then I just start getting hit.
Boom, 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 boom. Ah, but low. Ooh, that one wasn't so low.
Pull one of his ribs out. Stab him with it.
24 points of damage as the sword just cuts through you. That is the opponent. Zyman, you are up.
I'll try to.
Oh, the knight attacked you?
Yeah.
I'll take another shot from where I'm at.
Okay, understood.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. Whoa.
Maximum damage head. So maximum damage on firebolt is 30.
Ooh.
Fire damage.
Wow.
And a DC 10
good,
con save or be stunned.
Ooh. Or be what?
Stunned.
Ooh.
DC 10.
Ooh. Ooh, he's +3 on his con. Ooh, he fails miserably.
30 points of fire damage and
Ooh,
stun.
and he's barely standing at this point. Nice. He is barely standing.
Demand his men stand down and give us all access of this cave system.
Okay,
You are
that
not
is
ready for it.
Simon. Matt, anything else, Simon?
You see a little flicker in Zyman's eyes if anybody might be looking at him. It's a little disconcerting.
Actually, I might have line of sight
can
on
see
him,
the
right?
fire.
Can I
Yeah.
see Zyman from that angle?
From your angle?
Yeah. You think I got a chance
You
to
got
see
dark
that?
vision.
I do have dark vision.
Yeah, I guess maybe you could. Yeah, I mean, maybe you could.
Yeah, you looked over to give him a thumbs up, and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah, like,
I don't like that."
Okay, I think that's it, Simon. Correct?
Yeah.
Mattias, you are up. You have you could close to about 15 feet and get your attack in if you wanted to.
Do it.
Kill him.
Matthias.
Okay, yeah, I'll close then.
Okay, understood.
Swing away!
Okay.
You've got him actually. Yeah, I'll give you advantage. You got him from the flank. You can swing away from the flank.
Alright, in that case, a dirty 20 to hit.
A dirty 20 hits.
And that's 16 damage.
16 damage. He collapses in this burst of dust there.
That was sweet. Actually, it was dope.
Dope.
I will search this knight.
Okay, you search him. You find a gold crown on him. You find this nice-looking belt that is still in very, very good shape. It's an unusually good shape, and it's gold, and it actually looks pretty good on your armor if you were to put it there. You think that it looks pretty darn good.
I'm already attached, and I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, this is nice.
And it feels a little bit better on you. Makes you feel a little bit sturdier, if you will.
All right, I will take the belt and crown.
Okay.
Can I take the flag off?
You reach down and you pick up the flag, and it just, to the sense that something feels nasty and evil, it feels nasty and evil, and the flag is still waving like this blackness.
Can I take the flag off the stick? Like the staff? Like
It doesn't really come off of it. I assumed you were just picking up the staff. Were you picking up the flag itself, or trying to? It doesn't really. There's really not
I want to take
corporeal.
the flag off the staff if I could.
It's not corporeal. There's
Oh, you
nothing
can't touch it?
physically there. It's just kind of like this ethereal thing.
I want it. It sounds cool, and I wanted to wear it as a cape.
Well, I mean, you might be able to.
If you ask nicely,
Who knows what's going to happen to you?
If you ask nicely,
you could
maybe
try to
it'll just
drape it
float
around
there.
your shoulders.
I want to see if I could somehow.
You think if you like
Keep it
break
for
the
now.
staff and like got it out of here and went somewhere, you could probably work on it.
Okay, so I'll do that for now. I'll snap the staff and
Yeah, you might have to like hack at it or something. I mean, it's pretty sturdy, and then you could like coil it, and it's not a physical flag, but it just does kind of wrap around it. And if you will, now you've got this thing, and it just feels kind of weird and really not very cool in your hand. But
I feel
maybe
cool,
you could
so
get used to it.
it balances out.
Maybe you could get used to it.
I'll like touch it to my helmet for a second. Like helmet. This is a thing. Helmet. Are you there? Helmet. Are you there? Can you help me?
Roll percentile.
Helmet.
11.
It doesn't respond.
You've done a lot today, helmet. You must rest.
It's spelled like the German way, like helmet.
Yeah.
The Chancellor.
What can I fashion this around?
Well,
We can come back to that.
sticks to the wooden staff.
Here?
You look
some
around,
rubble.
and there are
Yeah.
still you still know that you're in this room with holes, and you look up, and it's still like there are things moving around in all of these holes and crevices and what have you.
Sling it over you with those sticks.
Gentlemen, it is time to leave this room. I do not want to face any more.
Anyone
We can
gonna-
decide what you want to do with your belt and your flag.
I'll search the horn bear too. If no one else is gonna do
Okay, you reach down. I mean, there is a horn there. It looks kind of crude and old. And beyond that, he's got some ratty armor and some robes on him.
keep the horn for now.
Okay, you grab the horn. Just make note of it.
We'll check it out later. Let's leave.
Let's
please.
go. Which way are we going?
I don't know. Which
You
way
got
is
the
way
crazy
out?
eyeballs.
He's got the crazy eyeballs.
You got the
Who
third.
told you about my crazy
Oh, I don't have
eyeballs?
that anymore.
Which way are we going?
I use my eyeballs. No.
Which way is the way out?
The
One
path
of these
that,
two, right?
that Simon is on is across from where I came out. Right? So we started from there where Georgie is, and we went straight where Simon is.
You jumped here.
Yeah. I'd like to see what's down the path that Simon's at. 60 feet or whatever I can see with my dark vision.
it doesn't. It barely goes another.
Don't
You
even
were-
bother walking over here.
Okay,
You
yeah. Noted.
You remember being back in here wedged behind
Right.
behind Balder, and you were
Right.
like mushed up against the dirt. You look back in there and you can see the imprint of a monk against the wall, and it takes you a brief moment, and then all of a sudden you recognize the mud imprint of the helmet, and you're like, oh, that was me.
And I keep that thought to myself, and I don't tell anyone. After I have that thought, I'll just turn around and I'll see what's on the path right in front of me.
Which path? This one right here?
The one on my
Oh,
right
right
now.
here.
Yes.
Okay,
Please.
you turn and you look down that path, and you see that it goes a little bit farther, and then it bends. It seems to bend to the left.
Yes, go that way. Go.
Okay,
Go.
okay.
Get us out of here.
All right, I go. And I go far down.
How close does everybody stay together?
Marching order.
Pretty
Yeah,
close.
yeah.
Okay, Balder's next.
Yep.
Normal pace, but.
Okay, and then like that, and then
Yeah,
Georgie.
Georgie. Come on, Georgie!
And Georgie keeping up. You continue
He's
to go
confused. He
on.
keeps looking for eyeballs and all the skeletons.
You continue to go on, and
Yeah.
you seem to travel for quite a distance. You come to a T intersection. You quickly realize that it would go back to the room that you were in, and you continue to motor march on, and you eventually come to a three-way intersection at one point. And you look down in that general direction. And is everybody having a good time?
Yes.
Yeah,
We're gonna
absolutely.
pause there. Yeah, we're gonna pause right there. Everybody's having a good time?
Of course.
Awesome,
Absolutely.
It never works out, you're a DM. It never works out quite like you think. I thought we're gonna blow through all of this in one line. Boy, stupid me. Oh well.
Even with a smaller table, those turns still take a long time.
Yeah. I hope it takes a while, but is it still fun, or is it
Yeah.
like drag?
No,
I
I don't
try to
think-
keep it moving.
Yeah,
No,
no,
this one felt pretty good. It didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like another round. Like there was none of that.
Okay.
I don't think it drags. It's just the weight of
Yeah.
the level and
Like, I think we had the
the
option.
amount of actions everybody has. There's nothing you can do to get around it.
When we were here, we chose to disengage. You know,
Yeah.
for here, we stayed. So I feel like I wanted to stay for the fight, so I enjoyed it. I thought the Horn Bearer and the Knight were all interesting.
Well, good. Okay. Well,
Yeah, those three people were cool.
we're going around the table. Mattias, what was your highlight, sir? If there was one.
The fact that I managed to get so many natural 20s, and one of them happened to be the fact that when I tried to slam those two skulls together.
Yeah, we all got natural 20s tonight.
Yeah, you guys were rocking on natural 20s. The bad guys had a
He got
couple, but not
bunch-
that
he got a
many.
bunch too, yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It was just one of those the
But
moons
we
in the right
saw
spot.
more tonight than I think we have seen in the last couple of months.
Yeah.
But I rolled a couple of fumbles too, so
Yeah.
it all balances itself.
I
out.
did roll a couple.
It's just
months.
dice. You roll more dice, you're gonna get more differences.
It's true.
1,500 experience points. Good luck in school. I hope we see you. There will be no game in 2 weeks, so hopefully we'll see you on the.
Gotta make us like the 27th.
6 maybe?
So it's
I get to
14 and today's the 1st. It would be the 29th.
Yeah,
right?
29th.
29th.
Yep.
So hopefully we'll see you on the 29th. 1,500
Well,
experience.
regardless, I will be able to attend the games this semester,
Great.
barring things that happen like sudden workloads.
Sure.
And my schedule was compact enough that hopefully I'll be able to spend some more time just staying in contact more.
Well, great. Awesome. That's fantastic. Well, I hope you can. Terrific. Chris, what was did you have a good time?
Absolutely.
What was your highlight?
All things with the helmet. The helmet is just such a fun little thing, and I like that you've let me explore randomness of it. So I'm having fun with the helmet. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
With your level difference bonus, 3,000 experience points. Ryan, did you have a good time?
Of course.
Welcome back.
Thank
We
you.
missed you
Glad to be
last
back.
time. A couple times. I think you were up for a couple. Or was
Yeah,
it
2
just
sessions.
2 sessions. So welcome back.
Thank you.
Um,
There was a lot of good moments in this game. It was awesome. I mean, me and Matthias are kind of in our element, just destroying skeletons. But no, the lightning was cool. Finally getting to use that spell was awesome.
So yeah, I had a good time.
Awesome. Very, very cool. 1,500 experience points.
Yeah, was that new? Because I didn't see
So
it, right?
this thing,
That was the hammer he took off the guy.
and for a while we've been fighting people that are such high HP that I don't kill them. I just take them down and somebody kills them.
Right.
But this time, with them being so weak, I was able to kill a bunch, stack up a bunch of their spirit energy or whatever it is, and then use it. It was cool.
Okay. That's cool.
But I can save up to my level and then get 1d6 per when I cast it.
Oh, wow.
But it's like a
Yeah.
beam of lightning that I can control where it goes to some
I think
degree.
it like bends like twice or
Yeah,
something
so
like
I can
that.
go in a straight line, hit someone, then hit someone else.
Yeah, that's very cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, this was actually really good for building out my store of weapon energy as well.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad it worked out. I think you guys have a ways to go, too.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Unless you turn around. Jess, what was your highlight?
We just leave.
Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
What was your highlight?
I really loved how Matty, all the turns Mattias Reiner took, so inventive with just the description of what he was doing.
Yeah.
Smashing stuff, hitting him with the pommel of his sword, hitting him with the shield, like all over the place, instead of just smack him 3 times. It was.
I love
it was
when you
great.
guys-
It fills in so much more.
I love when you guys describe what you don't have
Just
to.
don't make 'em roll
but
1d4.
I love when you guys describe what you're doing with your actions. It just makes it so much more
it
colorful. to
adds
me.
so much
And I
more
try to describe. I don't do it. It's hard because I lose. By the end of the night, I'm already losing my voice. I try to describe what you guys with the kind of what happens, but it gets. Somehow I'm trying not to make it repetitive too. So I do love it when you guys do that because you don't also get a chance to talk as much as I do. So I like that when you embellish it, you don't have to. But I think it's exciting when you do.
Yeah, I was
Chris
I was
with the
trying to be a
helmet.
bit more
Yeah,
active in that.
Killing me.
That's part of what
I
I'm
love
trying to get myself to be a bit more out there, so that I'm forcing myself to be more involved in the interplay of things.
I think it's creative.
Yeah,
It's creative. It's not
absolutely.
raw, but it's creative. I like it.
And I actually got to use like some utility spells that I don't use that often to get away.
Well, the arcane
away
eye,
from
you haven't
danger.
used that in a long
Yeah,
time.
the
The last time you
arcane eye.
used it was, I think, in a mage's house or something
Yeah,
like
the
that.
Kyberg house.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Or in Salzburg.
was it Salzburg?
Yeah,
That long
yeah,
ago. Holy
that was a
crap.
long time ago. And yeah, I had a great time. There's the atmosphere of this place is really good.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a little tension that even though what we've faced so far hasn't been too extreme, just the bones and just the atmosphere of the place is weighing heavy on
Good.
the atmosphere.
I hope the map also helps.
Oh,
I did
that.
make that.
It's
You guys
great.
inspired me to make it. I wasn't going to go in this direction, but I was like, you know what? Why not? Let's just see where this goes.
What happened last session that you guys went down
It
here?
looks very good.
No, we're just in the town hanging out.
Yeah, we
you know,
talked to,
you know what happens when you try to take a long rest? You find out something else.
1,500 experience points. Guys, I had a great time. I always have a good time. And very, very colorful and creative. I think it's very, very cool. We'll see where this goes. Brian, hopefully you're with us on the 28th. And everybody knows Michelle had to step away for work. So hey, it is what it is. You know, that we do this for fun. So thank you guys for watching Seven-Sided Dice Carpathian Adventure. Again, we would like to thank Sirenscape for the use of their audio sound effects. That's www.syrinscape.com. Thank you, artists Yenu and Silky Noir, for the terrific character art. Please patronize them by the @ Yenu Draws on Instagram, @ Yenu on Tumblr and Twitter, and patronize Silky Noir on DeviantArt. Please comment in the Twitch chat room, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. While we do this strictly for fun, please let us know how we might improve the stream. Lastly, please follow on Twitch and on Instagram. Please like on Facebook and on YouTube, and please subscribe on YouTube. We appreciate every single one of you. I've got like 2 minutes, so I'm going to do this. Please indulge my periodic diatribe. Fun. I oft see posts on social media by both DMs and players complaining about each other. My DM did this. My players did that. My DM doesn't know how to run a game. My players are doing or aren't doing the following. My canned response typically is, have you spoken with your DM? Have you spoken with your players? Most often, the answer is not yes. On the rare occasion that it is yes, and if they are intransient, I follow up with, if you're not having fun, why are you still playing? Then I get derided for my response, attacked incessantly, downvoted into oblivion. Oh well, it's just social media, whatever. It boggles my mind, however, how many people think they know one another so well that they don't have to have a conversation. Occasionally, folks just want to play a different game. Other times, the poster has a legitimate gripe. However, a gripe has no chance of resolution if there is no communication. When it is resolvable, sometimes that is all it takes. If one taking issue has the intestinal fortitude to bring it up to the other. Unfortunately, perhaps out of fear, perhaps out of a desire to avoid potential confrontation, often they don't. So they just vent on the internet instead. The other reality is that there are some who don't really want a solution. They just want to complain. Those are the grumblers on social media who don't have the cojones to discuss the issue with the person they take umbrage with. My former boss called these folks, quote, whiners, unquote, and he made it very, very clear that he couldn't stand them and wouldn't tolerate them in our office. They're the folks who always find fault with something but never have a solution. They're the folks for whom the glass is always half empty. Sure, it's a cliche, but it's a cliche for a reason. These folks really exist. Whether you're a DM or a player, you're never going to make a whiner happy. I'm also old enough to realize that my time is way too valuable to waste it on them. And most of these folks just suck oxygen from the room anyway. Okay, start downvoting me on YouTube. So I tend to avoid them. For those who are not just whiners, for the folks who have a legitimate beef or think they do, I encourage them to muster the intestinal fortitude to bring it up, to have a conversation. Know that it might not go the direction you want, but I can assure you that most issues don't resolve themselves if you don't bring them up. As a sidebar, in 44 years of gaming, I have been ghosted. I just learned that term relatively recently too. Ghosted by a few of these folks relatively recently. Well, actually maybe a few years back, I had a DM decide to end his game, but he never explained to me why he was ending it. Honestly, I suspect I was the problem, but the DM never brought forth the issue. In many years of gaming, I've been fortunate that I've only had 2 players disappear that never explained to me why they vanished. One previously told me he wasn't having fun. We even discussed why. I respected his opinion, and I thought we made changes. After playing a little while longer, he just disappeared. The other, I don't know what happened to him. He just vanished. Fortunately, the vast majority of folks I've gamed with have had strong social skills. Yes, I said that, strong social skills. Of them, I've had DMs start games that they thought would be fun just to end them. Fortunately, they made it clear that they ran out of ideas, or they underestimated the prep work required for their concept, or it just wasn't fun anymore. I've had other DMs tell us that they were moving on in life, or that life was taking them in another direction. I've also had players state, "This is not the game I was looking for." I appreciate all of these latter examples, but not the former. The latter were polite, but plain spoken. The ones I call ghosters, I suspect thrived on some righteous indignation. Back to what I said earlier. If you're not having fun, why are you still playing? By all means, if it's something that can be worked out, try to work it out. However, at the end of the day, we play D&D to have fun, DMs and players. If you're not having fun, figure out why you're not having fun and discuss it with those who can most affect change. If you're the DM, this might very well be a player or the players. If you're a player, this very well might be the DM or even perhaps another player. However, keep in mind, you might be the problem. If you're the DM, you may just want to run a different game than the players want. If you're a player, you may just want to play in a different game than the DM wants to run. Whichever you are, acknowledge that fact. Be honest with yourself. Be honest, tactful, and gracious with your group, then politely walk away. Okay, I will end my whining, rather diatribe, there. Always remember, in the Carpathian adventure, the journey is the destination, and we will continue the journey in 4 weeks. So for now, thank you for watching. Roll a 7-sided die, and have a good night.
Huzzah!